Okay. Um, no, like actually try rejoining. I think it bugged for you. Uh, I had an issue
That's
where
fine. I just turned it off.
okay, I had an issue when I was exploring this map where I got to the bridge and I had to respawn, and it was like, well, now you're not doing any like checks, and so the music just got stuck on the where the bridge was. Um, and I was like hearing that and whatever music I was supposed to be hearing. I'm hoping there's a day and night cycle, because when I was here the first time, it was daytime. And when I just clicked the day-night time, it didn't do anything. And so I'm like, well, I mean, nighttime's still alright, but it'd be better if it was daytime. Hi, Elder. People in It's So Small, grab it. Hi, Techno. Hey, guys. It's the Fetty Wap number. Morning. Fetty Wap 679? Oh. Hi, Trogdor. Wiggle it. Oh, right. Good morning, Lynn. Question mark 679. Wiggle it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm just sitting here like, I have forgot to set something up and I'm forgetting something. How's the Lynn feeling? You okay? Oh no, but I'm stressed the fuck out because there is Fraser coming in 12 hours. It feels a little sprung on me. Parents are cleaning right outside my room, and it's just stressing me out. And it's not really fair for me to complain about it, but it's still stressing me out. That's how I'm feeling. Hi, honey. Hi, Global. Hi, Pixel.
Global. Hi, Pixel. Hi, Hunter.
Did I start taxes? Okay, I did. Also, what the fuck going on with OBS? I can't see anything in my activity feed. Lovely. Ugh, there's just a big black box there. How's Lynn feeling? You okay? Wiggle it all around. Literally never heard of it before. You've never heard of Fetty Wap? Huh? My feet cat vomit. You don't have to call me feet cat. I literally show, like, never. I never show feet. Hi, Haxie. I mean, taxes are fine. No, I'm sorry. No one can't talk about cock today. I can. So just don't talk about your Blue Twitch content. You be a rapper. I meant the song. I hear a Cairo, but I don't see Cairo. This thing. This little... Does it squish when I touch it? No, you don't squish.
No.
That'd be great if it did. But maybe you shouldn't do that, because then people would never stop stepping on you. I don't know, maybe you'd want that. He says 1,738 often, 679 is 1738 by 2. What? Hold on. 679 is 138 divided by 2. Does that... I don't think that checks out. I think you're a little off on that. I recognize this place. It's a town from Black and White 2, where the Pokemon champion from Black and White lives. The second town in the game. I smile. You are 100% correct. This is Black and White. It is... Here. Turn this off. Worlds. Pokemon Unova. Just the whole Unova. That's it, just Unova.
All of it?
It's not finished, but it's going to be. I don't know the last time they updated it. I think it was recent because I found it. Updated May 1st, 2025. So, about a month ago. Published 6/12/24. So, I don't expect it to get all done. But this is the Black and White zone. You get to the bridge, and then it's just like, alright, I'm done for now. Hi, Proxy. I'm gonna kiss you, Eulin. What the? That's Cairo? Yes, that is. Okay, that's what they want. Dad, stop being mean. I think your eyes are fucked, Eulin. Because that says 138, not 138? 1738? What do you mean? That's not what we're talking about. You were saying 679 is half of 1738. Hi, Joe. Okay, Ewan. Well, this town is the second one in black and white, too. The next route leads to a farm, and in the farm you get Ryalu, and you evolve that into Lucario. Then, you are 100% correct. I actually didn't get that far in black and white, too. I think I met the Toxicross, so maybe I did.
Oh, you get a Riolu?
You did, dude. I hate Lucario. That is such a least favorite Pokemon to me. You go down there, and there is a route that has a Farmon. We're stalling. We're at 5 minutes, and I haven't even started.
Dude, why do you not like Lucario?
Because he replaced Mewtwo. I really liked Mewtwo in Melee. He was like my second character, and they just replaced him.
Oh,
They were like, now you get Lucario, and I was like, this shit furry bait trash.
I assume they're just gonna port the Switch here.
I mean, Mewtwo came back. They eventually brought him back. It was just for Brawl. He wasn't in it.
Yeah, but Brawl's like the worst.
That, ironically, it's the one I was the best at. I mean, good night, Air. I'm not Techno. Hello, I'm Elder. Not liking Lucario, kinda weird. Hi, Furisu. You fucking didn't. I'm gonna explode. Now he is furry bait, so I agree on that part.
His design's kind of fugly. Let's be real.
I
Lucario's
don't.
kind of a fugly Pokemon.
I don't like his design at all. If you were gonna make the point,
spikes on the back of his hands. He's got like weird like dreads.
if you're gonna say Lucario didn't replace Mewtwo, you're insane. You're insane. Because their movesets, they're not clones, but are absolutely based on each other. And well, Lucario's based on Mewtwo. And Mewtwo's in the game. And then he's not and Lucario's in it. That's a replacement character. That's like, we don't need this one anymore, put this one in it. What do you mean they didn't replace him? They are not? Lucario has Aura Sphere, but Mewtwo does not have Shadow Ball in Gen 1. Explain. We're not talking about the Pokemon games. We're talking about Super Smash Bros. Furisu. They literally have the fucking charge up the ball as their standard B. Like, they have a ton of similar moves. What do you mean? I had an incident of high-speed foot meets, immovable door frame over 12 hours ago now.
Is Smash like doing this thing where they kind of like just change the character, but they're pretty much the same? That's why we have like 87 Fire Emblem characters.
I had an incident of high-speed foot meets, immovable door. Okay, so your foot hit the door over 12 hours ago. You didn't break your foot, did you? Because Divi broke their foot and they're still like fucked up from it. Wow, Mewtwo Gone is the worst Smash in the worst Smash game. Lucario has Aura Sphere, but Mewtwo does not. They're not similar at all. They got similar neutral specials. Ooh, they're the same character. Ooh, yes, that's how a lead-in example goes. I say one, and you don't get to disprove it because, oh, that's only one example. You didn't list 87.
There's 7 damn Fire Emblem characters in Smash. That's crazy.
How many of them are sword users?
All of them.
Yeah, no way. There's at least one that's like uses a. Is Robin Fire Emblem?
Robin has a sword and a book.
Oh my god, I thought that was just a book.
He still has a sword.
I don't know. We'll find out when I try to walk.
Magic-based stat sword in Fire Emblem, but it's still a sword.
Byleth does not use a sword. I know Byleth has the axe. Doesn't Byleth like switch between weapons?
Has the sword of the creator. What do you mean Byleth doesn't have a sword?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Byleth has a sword.
It's literally their relic weapon.
At least more. I'm not arguing you with this again, Techno. I think you're wrong and silly, and I don't want to like look up every little thing while I'm streaming. This is a dumb argument.
I can't read chat today, so I'm like your yes man.
Hi,
chat,
Juice.
So I can't read chat.
Wait, hold
so
up.
I'm just here to die on hills with you today.
You didn't do the Akuma thing yet, did you, Cairo?
No, I was thinking of doing it Friday for my stream.
You want to wake up early and do it then? I'm an Akuma main now.
Wake up early and do it then?
Yeah, so you're going to be playing Tales of Asperia today. But you typically wake up at 5. So do you want to do it before Tails? Or is, you know, completely understandable if you're like, no, I want to get my sleep in.
God, I'm gonna be so tired. I was up late again. I stayed up till 1 a.m. playing Dark Tide.
Hey, Techno.
Dark Tide's been
When I
going
said
on.
we're done with this argument, what do you think I meant by we're done with this argument, okay? You can just agree to disagree. When I said we're done with it, that meant stop talking about it. Knock it off. Feeling just... Mewtwo
Dark
is...
Tide's a lot of fun. They're gonna add a new class. They're gonna add like a guy with a dog. I don't know anything about Warhammer. I just like the funny zombie game.
Warhammer Dark... I actually have that game.
Oh really?
Yeah. That the cute and adorable
play
you and
with
I see.
us.
Hi, Nick. I don't enjoy that game. I have it.
Oh.
I have it as part of a deal with Core. So for Core, I really wanted her to see the big fight in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's I thought Violet's Pokemon was like 5 weapons. Doesn't like transform or something. Yeah, and one of the transformations is a sword. That counts as the sword part. Core mentioned.
How long has it been since you played it? Well, I guess finish explaining the lore.
Well, so it's not something I ever really wanted to play. Where were we? Come here, Haxie. With the deal was, she finishes Pokemon Legend Arceus at least to the big fight that I really wanted to see. Which I don't know if you've played through or know about Legends Arceus. That has the best boss fight in all of Pokemon. Like,
Okay.
undisputed.
What's the boss fight?
It's kind of a spoiler to say it exactly, but it builds on a lot of Pokemon history.
Tell everyone to go la 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 and stick their fingers in their ears while you tell me.
Okay, if you care about Pokemon Legends Arceus and you haven't played it yet, come back in 5 minutes. Wait, better than the Mount Silver finale? Oh, absolutely. Basically, there's this guy. His name is Wolo. And he's like a merchant helping you the whole time, kind of guiding your journey and telling you about the Arceus plates. You collect them at the end, and there's one missing. And you bring them to him at Spear Pillar, and he basically throws off his disguise, and he's like this weird Arceus cultist, and he's like, I've had the last plate the whole time. With these plates, I can now challenge Arceus. The person who put me on this journey is Lord Giratina, and now I am going to challenge God. Also, this guy's grandmother, hi Grianne, this guy's grandmother is an ancestor of Cynthia. So he like has her blonde hair and whatnot. The fight starts, the Cynthia piano crescendos, and he throws out Spiritomb, just like Cynthia. He literally has
that's awesome.
her team, and it is a very tough fight. He's using items that like makes them kind of go, like imagine Cynthia's team, but if they had items that better supported her team back then. Wait, isn't it granddaughter? No, this is in the past, Pixel. They are both ancestors of Cynthia. Cynthia is the granddaughter. You beat him. You beat his 6 Pokemon. He has a very mean Garchomp and Melodic, and I think one other Pokemon that are just, all of them are like, holy shit. You beat them, and he just goes, I'm not strong enough, but that's okay, because I'm not alone. My Lord Giratina, aid me! And Giratina fucking, like, comes out, and it's a 7 Pokemon battle against this guy. Now you are fighting Giratina as the 7th Pokemon. And you beat, like, this already is just like, oh my god, because most people are, like, barely beating him. This is, like, a really hard fight at the time, and if you get there without doing a lot of side content, he's going to fucking sweep you. Most people, like, get beat here, grind, and then barely beat him, and then they, like, are shocked by the Giratina 7th Pokemon. They beat Giratina, eventually, and Giratina does this, like, animation of it dying where its head is like, whoa, and then its eyes fucking shine red, it leans forward, transforms into the, like, the snake form, and this fucking dirty guitar solo starts coming in. It full heals, and you have to fight Giratina in its secondary form as, like, a full healed 8th Pokemon on the team. And there's so many good compilations of people just being like, what? What the fuck, are you kidding me? And it's like, it's incredible. And like, what always happens is they barely beat it, right? And they're like, oh, thank God we did it, guys. I wasn't sure we were going to pull it off. And then it does this like head lean thing. Eyes sheen. Hi, Sumiko! We're talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus spoilers. Eyes sheen, it immediately Shadow Claws whatever Pokemon you had and kills it. And it's just like, what do you do against this thing? Hi, Sumiko. Hi, Justom. Hi, Nipa. Thank you for the raid. I'm mid-stretches, and we started talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus, which, for anybody who likes Pokemon Legends Arceus has the best boss fight of any Pokemon. You might be thinking Cynthia is the best, or Red on Mount Silver. No. Pokemon Legends Arceus, best boss fight. Thank you, Sumiko. Good job today. Mwah. Get back to stretching. They got me ranting about Pokemon story. And I'm barely through my stretches and we're already 16 minutes in. I can't believe Giratina had a power of friendship moment, but it's the enemy instead, Lamau. Who thinks Cynthia? There's a lot of people who think Cynthia, Frisu. Don't be so mean.
I think Cynthia's cool.
I'm very tired after a nearly 12-hour stream and talking for the first time. You talked for the first time? Was it AI voice or was it like you just voice revealed? Oh my god, Sumiko, that's so exciting. Heal installing since when? Hi, Lopner. She is real. Oh my goodness.
Sumiko.
I never want to like pressure mutes. I never want to pressure them because it's a big thing. It's very. I don't want to say anxious. There's a better word. It's very What's the tense of anxiety that I'm looking for? It's very much like this is something that can go nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's very scary and intimidating. And overwhelming, yes. We have seen many voice reveals, especially in the VR chat community, go a whole bunch of different ways. I personally have like 3 friends that have voice revealed and it didn't go well for them. Their community kind of just left. It's scary. It's really scary. So it's always like, anytime somebody's like, add the voice reveal to your subathon, I'm like, no, get out of here. You don't pressure that. Don't pressure that. But you know, when it's something that you choose to do, that's how it should be. That's so exciting, Sumiko. Oh my god. I bet it was a pretty voice. I'm gonna go check the VOD later. Hmm?
If they don't like you revealing, just call them a punk ass bitch. I don't want you here anyway.
Well, to that extent, yes, but like, you know, let's say you had 30 viewers, you voice reveal, and then you have 5 viewers, and it's like, yeah, those are punk ass bitches. I'm better off without them. But like, are you?
Yeah.
That's like, oh man, we should have just never done this.
If I was one of your critically acclaimed streamers you used to watch that were gameplay only, and then you stopped watching because of the started talking, I would call you a punk ass bitch.
Look, you would no longer be providing what I wanted from a stream. That's on you. You changed what you provided as a stream. Which, you know, when you voice reveal, you are changing what you provide as a streamer, and there might be some people that leave. There might be some people that, you know, they watch Sumiko because they like the quiet stream and now they don't get that anymore, and so hopefully it's like, you know, I like Sumiko so much that I'm gonna stick around, but you know, it is a shift in the stream. Things will probably change a little bit. Ideally, they only change for the better, and it's, you know, there's gonna be good change, there's gonna be bad change. Maybe there's very little change. It's an era-defining moment for a stream, for sure. Sumiko, May, did chat call you cute? Uncountable time. Elin Splatoon guy, okay. Streamer story. Yeah.
No. I'll let you with chat.
Okay. Streakland maintain off to Workland. I hope it goes fast, Techno. Apparently I have a voice that matches the quiet, comfy vibe. That's what I saw. At least, hell yeah. Hi, Van. Hi. Is this like absolute error? We're gonna say error 404, because we already have an error in the stream. Oh god, my stream is filling up with errors. This is very much the case. It's gonna be super soft and quiet, so comfy, quiet stream we still had. Hell yeah. Hi, me, Keelan. I remember when Yulin voice revealed, what a week. When I first got into VR chat, I was very anxious. I was very like, oh man, I'm so shy. I'm not good at like speaking to people. Do I like just be mute? Do I just like not talk to people? What if I'm like the worst mute? And so people like, I never say anything. And then people are like, oh, you haven't said anything for 10 minutes. So you're mute, right? And I go, yeah, I'm mute. And I was just like, the bad mute. That was a joke I thought about like doing when I first started. What happened was I got on VR chat. Somebody was like, hi, Yulins. How are you? I'm good. Broke it immediately. Broke it like immediately, couldn't stick to my thing. And so it was like, whatever. Yulin voice revealed. I thought this was TTS. 4.0 is fine. It's easier. Okay. I was very tempted to do a TTS impression. That would have been funny. Too much of a bottom to be mute. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I cut you off like 2 or 3 times there, Kyra. What were you saying?
Okay, no. I was gonna say, get back to the story. We were talking about why you had Darktide, and then we went on Legends Arceus.
Oh, yeah. So, she was playing Legends Arceus, and she kind of like fell out of it. She started streaming other things. There was probably a Destiny patch, so she just stopped streaming it. And I was like, Core, I want you to finish this. I want you to finish this. Oh, I'll get to it eventually. Core, I need you to finish this. Oh, yeah, I'll try and pick it up again. And after like 6 months, I was like, we're doing a deal. If you get to the boss fight I want to see in Arceus, I will play something you want. And she was like, anything? And I was like, I mean, I don't have to worry about horror because you don't want to do horror. So yeah, anything. She's like, let's play Darktide. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. If you get to the fight I like in Pokemon Arceus, I will get Darktide, and we will play at least one stream together. Now, we ended up having a fight over this because, like, it still took her months to get there. And she was like, I'm putting all this time in for Arceus, and you're only gonna give me one stream for Darktide? And I was like, no, I'll give you as much as you feel is worth. Like, but like, you gotta get to the boss in Arceus, please, Core. Eventually got there. I played Darktide. I think I played Darktide with her twice. It's an okay game. I can see why people like it. It's just, for me personally, I'm just like, there's a lot of things in this game that is just, I don't particularly like.
How long ago did you play it? Because they've like changed the whole game.
I mean, I can't imagine them changing anything that would make it better for me, because it's not like the end game systems were what I liked. It was, it's partially gun game. It's partially like a little intimidating and spooky for me. It's things like that that I'm like, eh.
There's classes that are basically melee only.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to play.
They added a whole talent tree system.
I remember that.
This one's bad. Made a whole different talent tree system.
I probably played with the bad one.
Like gear acquisition's much better. It was like you literally just like pick like one of 3 skills.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have like an actual like skill tree, like a Diablo-esque style.
Which Diablo?
And stuff. I don't know. I'm saying.
Okay, so I think about the trees in Diablo, and they're all wildly different. Diablo 2 had like World of Warcraft talent trees, where it's like you got to put points in this to get down to lower stuff. Diablo
it's kind of like
2 just didn't have talent trees, but each ability you picked, you had a rune for. Then Diablo 4 was like, here's the nodes. You have to put 5 points into each node. And this shit sucks ass. Dude, the Diablo 4 trees were so bad. I can't get TTS to work.
Bottom tree. Where it's like, there's a, you kind of pick which route you want to go down, and it locks you out of other stuff. So you kind of like, Like right now, I'm playing the Psyker. I picked like there's like different things. Your grenade ability is like space magic.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? I don't know anything about Warhammer. But I picked one that's like lightning. So that's like my grenade button. It's just like I have CC lightning.
I can't get TTS to work, so I'm gonna say mute. I've never seen you as a mute, Ewan. I've never been mute. It's not a thing that I've been. I thought about doing it when I started VR Chat 6 years ago. I've never been mute. Lower, I just want to have to type to everyone, so I talk. I just don't like doing it. You know when you talked about Arceus boss fight? I thought you were talking about the final fight. Not that one. That fight's neat. It's the spear pillar fight is the like, holy moly, this is the fight of this game. You know when you talk to whereas Kairo's bunny ears and tail, they're a little salt shaker right
Oh,
now.
little guy, I can't change my avatars because my avatars are PC only,
Mm-hmm.
and I literally cannot change them because I'm on mobile, and it does not let you change into a PC avatar if you're on an Android platform.
You mean STT? I'm too much of a yapper to ever think about being a mute. I've always been way too much of a yapper. When I get talking, I never shut up. Now, I don't start talking until I have a level of comfort with people. So when I'm like new to a group, I'm very like, I'm not talking. I'm very much like here. Somebody addresses me, I'll like say something. If I have something extremely relevant to say, I'll speak up. But like if I'm not super comfortable in a group, I'll just be vibing. Once I'm comfortable, I'm like how I am on stream. You literally can't get me to shut up. Oh, so that's why you don't talk to me. Okay. I'm shy myself, but not being able to communicate scares me more. True. God, I wish I would lose my voice so I never have to talk ever again. Okay, Fritzu. You feel
I
like?
feel like you and I are in the same spot, Yulin, where we would try to be a mute, and then we would hear the most heinous shit we ever heard, and we couldn't like not speak up about it.
Yeah. I would be a fucking terrible mute. Ah, so that's why you don't talk to me. Okay. Oh God, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
I mute at dance events. Mute when I like go to sleep.
I got the speech to text to work. Getting the text and the speech after wasn't working. Looked at the system. You recommended, but I've not managed to get it to run the rest of my setup. Miko, didn't you stream for like 12 hours? I of course love having you here, but at the same time, you're still here. Go freshen up. Go get something to eat. Go do whatever aftercare you gotta do. I love having you here, but like, go take care of yourself. Go on, get. I'm gonna pass out. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you again. Go on, get. Shoo. Don't call it aftercare, Ewan. Why not? I know someone a streamer that was mute before they started talking. I can think of like 6 mutes. No, I could probably think of 10 if you really pressed me for it. But I can think of like 3 to 4 that I was somewhat close with, and I saw them go through the voice reveal experience. And for some of them, it worked out really well. Their numbers went up, and they did better as a streamer. And some of them, like, their communities just abandoned them. It is... I have just seen firsthand just how scary unmuting can be. For the 2 that I think of that it really blew up on them, one of them is better off for it, because their community was honestly toxic before then. It was actually Koyo, Cairo. Koyo used to be a mute for a year. You know how much of a, like, little gremlin Juso Sour is, right? That's what Koyo was like before unmuting.
He's just such a yapper. That's kind of surprising.
I know, right? But, like, that same aesthetic, He had a red party hat. His name was Kisu Rolls. He was very similar to like Jimmy, not Jimmy here, but the other Jimmy, like Team 5 Days. And then after a year of that, he voice revealed, and a lot of people were like, what the hell? You're not a girl? You're supposed to be a cute girl that's like emo and like goth and depressed, and what do you mean you're not a girl? What the fuck, man? And like his community kind of blew up from that. Now, a little bit of that was some of his community members would flirt with him, and one of his mods was like, guys, you can't date Kisu Rolls. They're a lesbian. I got you, Kisu. I've successfully got them off your back. And Koyo, who's a guy who's like, oh, you have made this so much worse. We are just lying to them now. Oh, this is so bad. Kind of like in that situation of, do I correct them? What do I do here? They had one person in their community that was like, a lesbian, huh? I can fix them. That guy probably should have been banned right then and there, but this was early Twitch for them. This was definitely early VR chat. A lot of lessons learned, sort of. Yeah, a lot of lessons learned back then. I think I have 4 more squats to do. Someone made the mistake of bringing up the project I worked on. They thought I spoke a different language because of how little I spoke until that moment. Do I remember?
Do you remember what class you tried in Darktide?
I played the melee class, the Zealot, and then I played Ogryn.
Okay.
Juice was just like, what?
Try it again.
Or we could play other things. My take on that is people built up the character they were playing as mute.
Motherfucker, you know, we're like hanging out at nighttime.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's play fucking Monster Hunter instead. I like that game. Monster Hunter is fun.
Yeah, but like I've played so much of that. Like I'm gonna hop on. But you already said you did the Akuma stuff. So
yeah, and I can't wait to do it more.
Do the Ajaricon fight for 6 minutes and then be done.
No, you have to do it 5 times.
5 times?
5 times. And you're not playing Monster Hunter, you're playing Street Fighter. You're not telling me you just want to become an Akuma main and like start fucking learning that stuff and like just... You don't want to play like 6 months from now as a Master Akuma and like you're fighting fucking, I don't know, Logiocris or whatever, you know, title update 3 monster they have, and you're just like fucking punching it as Akuma, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's one of the guys that can play Akuma. You don't want that, Cairo?
No.
Oh, well that, I would have thought that would be your jam.
No. I'm not a fighting game head.
It's...
I'm like a fighting game light enjoyer. I'm not a fighting game head.
I don't want to be an Akuma main, but I do think it's really, really fun. I set up a wide-range Mushroomancer build for it. So, like, I spent, like, 2 hours just setting up a build specifically for when I'm playing Akuma yesterday. You know, you see some of those were female models, so when a guy voice comes out, it does scare off people, especially the parasocial ones. Yeah, very much so. But,
like, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, so it's one of those things where it depends on why you were watching, right? If you were watching
from your,
if you were watching a streamer,
as a streamer,
and they were a female model, and they voice reveal and it's a guy, and you're like, ew, I was here for the girl. I'm not looking to date no guy. It's like you're trash, and the community's better off without you. If you just like the aesthetics and like listening to a girl's voice more, I think that's a perfectly legitimate reason to not watch that stream anymore. You know, if it's like, I enjoy... Well, it wouldn't really be you liked listening to the female voice because you weren't listening to any voice. I don't know. If you liked the silence, if you specifically didn't like listening to a voice, and now there's a voice there, I think that's a perfectly legitimate reason to stop watching. Like I mentioned earlier, The stream changes. When you go through something like that, the dynamic of the stream changes. And there's going to be people that leave, and there's going to be people that start coming in because it's a new thing. I will absolutely judge people based on the reason they leave, right? If you leave because, I'm not looking to date no guy, you're trash. You're trash. Games on normies don't like guys using girl avies. A common thing. Most of them are coming around and getting over it. We still rip on the occasional one that's like, I thought this was a girl, and it's like, I didn't think about you at all. But it is what it
The
is.
problem is there's not a lot of good representation for guys using. Like, Porcelain Maid is like the only big one I know.
Hold on, wait. You're saying not a lot of good representation for guys using girl avies, or
Yeah.
Okay. At like
not-
that level, yes, Porcelain Maid would be the biggest. I thought you were gonna say there's not a lot of good guy avies, which is also a thing. You know, there's a lot more
Yeah,
female
that's also
avatars. We're waiting 20 seconds for cert 3630.
Because like with girl avies, you can kind of get whatever you want. With guys, it's kind of just like Ishi K-pop boys.
Yeah,
That's about it.
yeah. Or like
Or you get
Super
the most
Omega
hideous
Bara.
Gumroad. Yeah, the most hideous Gumroad abomination I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah.
Street Fighter's coming back to Fortnite, Elon. Time to go pop 90s. Hell no.
I'll do that.
Normies.
I haven't played Fortnite in months.
In my opinion, if they can do both, I see that as a win. If they can do either or neither, that's also a win. That's just me, though.
The thing for me is that, like, I think someone would also be in the wrong. Like, say you watch Sumiko
Mm-hmm.
and you interact with them as they, like, talk and chat, right? You're still
Yeah.
interacting with them
Mm-hmm.
and, like, going, oh, I like this interaction, but not this interaction, I think is kind of whack. Like, if you're there purely as a lurker,
Mm-hmm.
sure, but, like, if you're someone who interacts and then you stop deciding to interact because of their voice reveal, then I think you're a punk-ass bitch.
I will disagree.
Personally.
I will hard disagree. Because that's one of those things that's like, can you explain this? And it's like, no, I can't. But I like chatting to somebody. I don't like talking to them. That's one of those things that's like, is there harm in that? I don't really think so. But like the result would be them hanging out less. Could they explain it? No. But there are ones that say they are a girl. Like, for nothing cute and sassy, and they voice reveal to be a deep voice Giga Chad. Says, oh my god, you actually believe that? I find that a little annoying, but...
But also, it also depends what you want from streaming.
Mhm.
If, you know, you have a bunch of people that just want to watch a mute stream, and you're fine with that viewership and that revenue or whatever, you know, you get from it,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But if you want to foster community and meet people and, you know, have fun entertaining, fuck them.
I do
Yeah,
remember
see
one
that.
time, a mute unmuted, it wasn't the voice that was a problem. The sense of humor and toxicity that came after they just started talking. They were an actual awful person. Yeah. Hi, Ganna. Also, hi, Moonfox Bunny. Enjoy your lurk. I won't lie, that female models are simply more interesting to work on for me, so I generally end up making more of them rather than male models.
Well, there's just more available. That's why I swapped. I was a male model before, and then someone got me a female model, and then that's just how I've been.
25 seconds. Ah. What time is it? 39? I have bad news today. There's no nap today. Thank you for the follow,
my
4-0.
God.
Ah,
Because of the inspection
yeah.
evaluation.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ugh.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone. Can you plank again?
No, I can't. Fuck you. Seem chill, much welcome. This is just like the stretches. The like warm up to stream. This is basically my intro screen. The main part is gonna come in a minute. And then you'll see what this stream is really about. But for now, I just planked 3 minutes. And I'm gonna lay down for a few. Yo, error number
Staring into
2.
my eyes.
Error number 3. We have our finish error. We also have
The worst
other
one.
error. No, the worst one. We can't say the worst one because the other error got in trouble in a few channels.
Huh?
The other error got in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Naughty.
they kept telling grotesque stories about like, guys, I cut my finger open and I can see tendons, and everybody's like, we don't want to hear about this. And he kept doing stuff like that, and he kept talking about his wife that died 3 weeks ago from cancer. And it was painfully obvious that it was a high school kid telling lies on the internet to seem cool. And none of this stuff ever actually happened to him. But he just, man, he really had to like tell us all this stuff. You guys wait here. I'm gonna change my trackers around. Well, don't worry, Ewan.
Back to getting rid of the first error.
The inspectors will show up early and you're going to have to end before you're finishing your walk. Mute to hide fan noise. Males have like one outfit in different colors, but females have like 4 different ones. Well, I mean, if you just look at the base avatars, there's like, I can think of 3 base avatars for guys, and then there's like 200 for girls. So it's like, you know, there's that right off the start. Not only that, you know, there's the guys that have, you know, each one has like, I don't know, 50 outfits. The biggest one probably has like 200 outfits. And then there's all the girl avatars that like 30 of them have over 500 outfits, and it's like, it's a compounding fact where it's like, this only has this many bases, this has like a shit ton of bases, and then these are really popular, so they get more bases. These, you know, one of them's popular, so that one gets, it's just like the popularity drives the popularity. Hi, Dee Dee.
The only game I know of a male advantage is PSO2.
What?
Hella male.
Oh, I see what you say. Advantage / disadvantage with that one. Because the guys just get less outfits. But when they do, they're dirt cheap. So it's kind of nice being a guy for that reason. But then you see like a scratch come out, it's like girls get 3 outfits and you get clown suit, and you're like, man, I don't even want this outfit. Now I gotta wait a month. Turn this
The
off.
problem is here is that you don't like clowns. When clowns are fucking awesome aesthetic.
Nobody is describing something good when saying clown suit. When you say clown suit, that is normally insulting.
No. I think clowns are cool.
You can think clowns are cool, but if you're in World of Warcraft and somebody goes, damn bro, your transmog's a fucking clown suit, that's not like, oh, thank you so much, that means a lot to me, I put a lot of effort into it. It's like, damn bro, I liked it. We're walking.
Oh shit. Should I
Now the main part,
That's good.
yeah, that's great. Now the main part is at the bottom, center of the screen. People be like, mute because shy.
Going, yeah, that's great. Meanwhile, I'm just like not on screen at all.
No, Axie, no! Mute because shy, cringe. Mute to hide racist outbursts, nodders. No! Don't worry, Elin. The inspectors will show up early and you're going to have to end before finishing your walk. Mute to hide fan noise. Is your model a female base? It is. It's Kuronasu. We have, turned down the tits as much as possible.
You boydified it.
I mean, like, males are shorts or pants or underwear. You know, like, the same, and skirts and dresses and etc. Yeah. Alu, male cast still the sickest male-female diff in video game. Bowling cloud suit. You move the tits to the lower back, got it.
The problem is with cast and PSO is that like in Phantasy Star Universe and before,
You're so quiet.
In sorry. In like Phantasy Star Universe and before, you could be like a cool mecha.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be. But in PSO 2, all the casts are just anime girls.
I
No one, like,
hate it.
uses the cast parts.
I hate it so much because, like, yeah, you look back at episode 1 and 2, and the cast girls were like just straight up robots.
They were awesome.
They were so
They were
cool.
So cool.
And then in PSO 2, especially in NGS, the like female casts are like there's one that looks like the old robot stuff, and all the other cast looks are
Lisa's,
like
like,
this
the only
is
one,
just
yeah.
an anime girl head.
No, Lisa's like super anime girl too.
Mm-hmm.
The only she was one of the trainers, right? Which one was she?
You got quiet again.
What the hell?
I don't know. I just heard you say she was one of the trainers, right? As you were like trailed off, it was like what?
Why am I so quiet?
I don't know. Also, I think I'm drifting. I'm gonna need to reset my tracker.
You drifting? Oh my god.
You move the tits to the lower back, got it. Male cast, Giga Chad Max, female cast, robot maids. Hi, ants. Yeah, I can see my tracker drifting. Let's just reset it now. I actually forgot to charge my trackers and hands from yesterday.
But you can just use your plussies, right?
Well, so, like, my trackers are just going to last 20 hours, so it doesn't matter if I don't charge for a day for those. My hands, if I really needed to, I could plug them in while on the treadmill. But because we're not napping today, kind of doesn't matter.
Yep.
Alright.
Also, if you're napping, it doesn't really matter if your hands die. They'll kind of just be at your sides, which
Yeah, well, for me it does.
not optimal, but like not a big deal.
For me it matters, because I mute when I'm napping, just in case we have mic problems. And then when I wake up and my hands are dead, I can't unmute. And so I'm this
Well, you can turn
weird...
it on and quickly unmute before it dies again.
Well, it dies when I'm asleep.
Yeah, but it should have enough when you wake up to turn it on, quickly unmute, and then it dies again.
I usually can't. I usually, like, turn them back on and they're
Really?
dead. Yeah.
That's what.
Hi,
mine-
Logitech.
Mine, I'm usually able to turn on for like 1 minute, or not a minute, but like a good like 20 seconds.
How cool are mecha girls, though? Dylan needs to pet people? I like to. When they walk right next to me, I will. Axie likes being on the right side of the screen, though. They are literally cat-coded.
It's social distancing.
40-minute stretch wasn't that bad. No, I have no idea, because I heard the last word distance.
Oh, they're like social distancing. I
Mm.
think the game doesn't like that I'm not touching the screen constantly.
I also think that. Haxie cat
like them-
confirmed.
Hmm.
Oh boy, walking time. If a controller
I'll
is
just turn
dead,
on always
when I wake
on
up, I just plug it into my phone charger. That's what I should do. Honestly, if my controller's dead, I should just, like, plug them in. The problem is, I have to stand up to plug them in. And so, like, when I'm really comfy and, like, laying on somebody, that's the last thing I want to do. I thought you'd rather be petted? Oh, absolutely. I would 100% rather get head pats, Strogdor. But, you know, I recognize if I like getting pats, other people probably like getting pats. I tend to think of things of, if I like this, other people probably like it too. Unless it's something weird. So, you can't just take, you also gotta give. I just have mine in arm's reach. Don't have to walk across my room. What I should do, Ants, is recognize, okay, I'm gonna nap and my stuff is probably gonna die. So I should move the cables along the floor so that they'll be next to me when I wake up. Pet Yulin, got it. Maybe. Slower speed needed today. Toes can't handle fast. If your toes are having trouble, Haxie, you know, don't go too long. You don't want to make it worse. That makes too much sense, Yulin. Why would you do that? Clap, Yulin, got it. Hang on. Ants. I'm an Akuma main now. I did the Akuma event. I got the armor. The skills I put on it. I went and built a friendship charm that has 4 levels of fucking friendship on this thing. I have 5 friendship, 3 free meal, 2 mushroomancer, 3 recovery up. I am literally the fucking healbot Akuma player. And the damage Akuma does is based on raw attack of your weapon. It benefits from affinity. It does not benefit from sharpness. So I've got a great sword with a little teddy bear key charm. And I just fucking punch the shit out of monsters. And I see somebody take damage and I eat a fucking blue mushroom. Anyone who played with me until endgame didn't have to heal? Because everyone else was farming pots slower than me, so I healed everyone? I love the Mushroomancer stuff. Clutch saving teammates by drinking healing pots is great. Yeah, it's not a build I've played that often. I always build it in a game. For whatever reason, I literally just always make it, and then I don't play it much. But with Akuma, it just feels so fun. Hang on. I played a girl cast in PSU, and in PSO1. When we playing PSU together, Ewan? Where are the PSU servers? So, I do actually have plans to at some point play, I think it's Blueburst? PSO Episode 1 and 2 private servers. I really want Corvu to see old PSO. And Cairo has been like, I'm fucking in on that when you do it. I would not be against you being there as well, Farisu. Maybe we could make like a whole community day for it. I played a ranger. This was like shut the fuck up, Farisu. This was Incel Arc Euland. I played a big white dude, like 6'5" tall. Like, this is what I'm gonna be when I hit my growth spurt, guys. I played a Raymar. When I was like level 120, my friend was like 142. We were playing together, and our saves got corrupted. The memory card corrupted, and both of our characters got lost. And so we said, fuck it, we're hacking characters in. I hacked in a Hugh Casil. So my replacement character was a very cool, ninja-looking hunter cast girl. If only baby Ewan knew. I played PSO Episode 1 and 2 is probably one of the first games I put in over 500 hours in. It was one of the first games I would have played that much. Didn't you hate Akuma? If I could do the combo stuff and not look like Akuma, if I could just look like my character, I would. But as far as I know, I can't do that. Maybe a mod will come out that lets me do that, but as of right now, you have to look like Akuma to do Akuma stuff. It's so fun that I'm like, I'll get over looking like Akuma. Still haven't played the update. I'm exhausted this week. I haven't gotten the scarf yet. I did do the Akuma stuff. I have not gotten the scarf. Speaking of, work is super busy, so I probably won't be chatting. Okay, I hope it goes fast, Ants. I have no idea on how to set up PS servers for anything but Skyrim. Incel Arc Euland Ohm. And now that's his dream, man. Not Raycast? What's the point? God, I miss PSU and PSO1 fuck. Look, I started as Raymar. That guy died. What's wrong with Ray Casil? Or Hugh Casil? What's wrong with fucking Melee? Oop, hope it goes smoothly for you. Yeah, the Akuma stuff. God, it's so fun. You just like... You do your quick hits, you know, you do your just like bam, 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 your 3 hits. And then you fucking shadow dash to the side to dodge attacks. You keep that up. The monster gets knocked down, and you're like, oh, we're going into the fucking combo. Do your 3 hits, go Hadoken, fucking 4-hit decimate, 6-hit fucking flurry of kicks. You bring up your radial menu and do your Shoryuken because fuck doing the actual input for that. You do your fucking Shoryuken into the sky and slam down. It feels so fun. iPixel, thanks. I don't play a space fantasy game to be a melee dude. I play to shoot laser beams and look like an android. I have WoW for melee? Furisu, that's just wrong. This is just a factually incorrect and bad take. Because peak fantasy is lightsabers. That's why Star Wars is the biggest space sci-fi franchise, Furisu. This is an obvious conclusion. You are simply playing PSO wrong. Question mark, question mark, question mark. What was Intel Arc Yulin awakening to realize he likes men? Yulin likes Jigo confirms. What is Jigo? Or GGO? I feel like that's gonna be fucking Sword Art Online. No one likes Sword Art Online. Hi, Zobra. Hi, Telena. Helena! Hi. Good job today. Telena, can you answer the question? It's a simple question. Are you using the OP weapons? Why not? Why aren't you using the OP weapons? I was watching Telena a bit before I went to bed last night at like 4 a.m. And she had somebody in her chat that was like, are you using the OP weapons? And she was like, what? No, I don't have like hacked weapons in the game. There's level 1, level 2, and level 3. I'm just using level 2. And I'm like, oh. Are you using weapons that use extreme damage? And I was like, I don't... What is this guy asking? Good job today, Telena. She's probably not here. She's probably like, mods, one of you can raid somebody. But if she is, good job today. Thank you. Watch her actually be here and be like, what do you mean I'm not here? Space Wizards really is peak fiction. What was Incel Arc Yulin awakening to realize he likes men? SAO the Gun Gale arc, where Kirito is playing a gun game with lightsabers? Yeah. For me, I was growing up very indoctrinated in Christian, line of thinking. Very much indoctrination. I grew up believing men are the breadwinners, the protectors. You know, they go to fight in wars. They go to job and bring home money. Women are the caretakers, the nurturers. They raise the kids and then they make more. Bro got awoken by a man in WoW, for real. I kind of felt like if a person wasn't doing what I just described within their gender, they were failing. Right? A childless woman? What the fuck are you doing? A guy with no job? You're a burden. This world is better without you. That's like the line of thinking that I was taught at this private Christian school. We all had our roles. We had our purpose. And to not adhere to those, to not live up to those, was a failing, a flaw. And I started getting more and more frustrated by this because I don't want to be the protector. I don't want to be the breadwinner. I like taking care of people emotionally. I like it when somebody has a hard day and I cheer them up. One of like my greatest joys, and when somebody's like, "Man, today sucked. I just want to, like go to sleep." Or I'm like, "Okay, let's hang out until you go to sleep," or "Let's spend time together." And then they're laughing after that, right? Their day has turned around and now they're having a good time. That is like one of the purest joys for me. I very much like making people feel good emotionally. Being like something that cheers them up through the struggles that they have. But I used to think like this is woman role. That's not a guy thing. That's what girls do. And that, around the age of 13, 14, I started having like kind of serious gender dysphoria. I started thinking like, I should have been a girl. I wish I was a girl. And it was like, I started getting, not depressed, but I guess frustrated with it. Because like, I recognized I wanted to be a girl. I don't like the life I have, but was still very devout Christian. And so at the time I was like, this is a problem, I gotta get over this. This is like, an online indulgence that I've, partaken. But, at the end of the day, this is not my life. I will not be doing this. Eventually, I'm gonna fucking wise up, get a girl, get a job, and live a proper life, as a man. And then I saw a comic. I've talked about this comic a few times. It was by an artist named Humons. Humons. And this comic was targeted at, like, hyper-masculine men. It was targeted at the guys that, like, they think they're so manly they can't do the dishes. They're so masculine they can't do laundry. Those are woman jobs. And they will be less of a man if they do these. And she's like, "Hey guys, if you think you're so masculine that you can't do the laundry, we don't find that attractive. We find that to be a fucking burden because you're incapable of doing a simple fucking chore. It's not hot to be so masculine you can't do simple chores. It's weak, right? It is not there's not masculine and feminine things. There is capable and incapable people." Now I saw that as somebody with gender dysphoria telling themselves, I need to, welcome back, Moonfox. I saw that as someone who's like, I gotta be the manly man. I saw that and it was like, oh, hi Gesturation. It's not about men and women roles. It's about your role. This was a target, not targeted at me, but I had a big takeaway from it. It's not about what you're supposed to do, it's what about you can do. And so from that I kind of took like, I could be a very supportive, a very nurturing guy. I don't have to be like the stoic, strong, like unfaltering guy that I thought men were supposed to be. I could just be the best me I could be. And so from then I started being like a lot more okay with less masculine things, with being a bottom, stuff like that. And it was about 6 to 7 years ago when I really started getting into VR chat and meeting people that my perspective really expanded. And I started like kind of just being way more open to other things. Hi, Harley. I started being more open with others about what I am. Childless baby. Young Ewan thought we were all going to hell. Well, now I don't think hell exists. I still am. Not gonna lie, watching you is one of the best parts of the day, like top 3. Top 3? That's crazy, Gana. I was 50-50 till my last job as a mechanic. An absolute giant unit of a man pulled me out from under a truck and picked me up like I was nothing. My god, did that tip the scales? Hell yeah. Damn, Haxie, muscles too big, can't wash dishes because I can't bring my hands together close enough. Oh my goodness. I should have just been a girl, not because of gender roles, but because girls are cute. For me, it was a gender roles thing. Now, I'm kind of a gender abolitionist, and that I think, you know, the only differences between men and women are a little bit of instincts and anything and, you know, muscle performance, I guess, but anything past that is just environmental, right? Guys are, you know, the way they are because they are raised as guys. I realize that that is not a good solution for everybody. There are people that like gender roles. So when I say I'm a gender abolitionist, it's like that's kind of what works best for me, but that is not the system I actually want. That is not... I don't think if, you know, some gender abolitionist got in control of the country or in control of the world and was like, we're wiping the scale, men and women are equal in everything, no differences, there'd be a lot of people that were upset by that. I knew a guy like that. At least he could bring them close enough to put them on the hips. Hug, hug. You know, sometimes a lot of good things happen in the day. I see. Hi, Kiyomi. Chest grows, brain goes burr. Hi, Axel. Oh no. Uh-oh. Can you explain what a gender is? Oh, that's a fucking tough question. It's difficult to completely separate nature from nurture, but in my opinion, a lot of it is social conditioning and expectations. That's what I believe. Here's the thing, Gana. I feel like I could. I feel like I need a whiteboard. I feel like this is almost getting in the territory of math, where keeping all of my things straight, I need a visualization of it. And trying to keep it straight in my head, I'm gonna fucking fail. No, a gender abolitionist? Oh. ABOLITIONIST. Abolitionist. Basically, they're saying, get rid of gender. There's no point in gender. If somebody says, like, there shouldn't be men and women, there should be people. And that's... It comes up when people are like, okay, let's say someone's born a guy and they transition to a female. They're a woman, right? But then, like, that line gets blurred. Imagine somebody who doesn't transition at all, no hormones. They still have, like, a full beard of facial hair, but they're like, I'm a woman. But they don't want to go through any of the process of, like, physical transitioning, but they still want to be a woman. For there's a lot of people that be like, then what's even the fucking point of gender? I would say there isn't. Get rid of it. It's a stupid thing. But for a lot of people, that just doesn't work. For a lot of people, there is the physical stuff. I do it. There's no point, yeah? I personally don't think there needs to be, like, the whole concept of gender. I feel like it should be, you be the best you that makes you happy, and be the most capable at what you want to do. Whether that's being, you know, a protector, a provider, a nurturer, caregiver, whatever. Gender is a social construct? Yes. That doesn't work for a lot of people. for a lot of people, a lot of trans people, and then I'd say most non-trans people, you say, like, get rid of gender, and they're like, no, no, no. We want this. Wait, I want this thing. It's something that has worked for me, but I don't think it's a good system overall. But we have to put something on the sex field on driver's licenses. Think of the chaos if we do away with that. Hi, Hobbit. So we starting spicy today? Kind of. We started with Pokemon Hobbit. Cause we're in a black and white map. Get it? There's color, but you know, the game black and white. And I was talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus having the best boss fight in all Pokemon games. And then we talked a little bit about Monster Hunter. Yeah, you're in Peak. We get it. X and Y is my favorite Pokemon game. Black and White has my favorite protagonist. I love Hilda. I think Hilda is so cute. Where was I? Yeah. And then we got to Incel Arceolin, because you're somewhat new to meeting me, Hobbit. I grew up going to a private Christian school. From grade 4 to 12, I went to a private Christian school that, like, every single year had a Bible class. So I'm, like, very well read in Christianity. And growing up, I was very indoctrinated. I still think of a lot of things in those terms. And over the years, I've, walked away from it. I catch myself thinking of things in terms like I would if I was still in it. And I have to, like, tell myself, no, that's not how it works. Oh, I love watching compilations of people's reaction to Giratina's second phase. Dude, I was mentioning it, Gesturation. It's so good. It's so good. That boss fight is just... There isn't a better boss fight in Pokemon. Cynthia is great. Red on Mount Silver is great. But Spear Pillar in Legends Arceus, it's just the best. It is literally just the best. The amount of people... Fucking Alpharad. The amount of people that the piano starts and the Spiritomb comes out and they go... you just see them just go like, oh yay, I'm having a great time, yay! Is that the fucking piano? Oh god. Oh god, please, no. It's so funny. It's so funny. That's the thing most people that get out of religion think like. Rat from Good Mythical Morning does a lot of talks about it. Yeah. Yeah. I've got chills just about thinking about the piano. For me, Hobbit, I still think of a lot of... So I grew up thinking, alright, if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have to be scared of authority. You don't have to be scared of, like, people looking at your DMs or monitoring your calls or random traffic stops. Because if you're right, if you're not doing anything wrong, they're not going to find anything and you'll be okay, right? But if they do those things to criminals, they'll catch them. I am very much like, if you have a problem with the system, oh, just change the system. My mentality in D&D terms is like lawful good to a T. It is like... It is so stereotypical. If I took a D&D personality quiz that was worth a damn, it's gonna be like, you're 95% lawful good leaning. Hi, welcome back. But I recognize that's not how the world works. If you're black, it's not always a case of just don't be breaking the law and the cops won't have a problem with you, right? That's not how it works.
Problematic again.
Of course I'm being problematic.
Oh my.
There's anybody who's black will tell you that cops are often very racist, and you can be doing nothing wrong, and they will find something. They will make something if they have to. Growing up, white, guy, straight, that was just such a foreign concept to me. That, like, a cop would ever do that. Hi, fuck cops. My streamer being political, unbelievable. We're not full political yet. I say yet, I wasn't planning to talk about it at all today. Okay, I leave again. Also, if you don't fit the social norm, me being a goody two-shoes Asian boy in nowhere, Kansas thumbs. Yeah, so I use black as the example, but like, literally any minority. If you are not straight white man, if you're not all three of those things at once, you're going to have problems. It won't always be police, but you're going to have problems. Women, they just deal with stupid shit. People that aren't straight, they just deal with stupid shit. People that aren't white, this is a very American perspective. In other countries, I'm sure there's different versions of it. Do not fuck the cops. You didn't grow up with the WASP privilege? White? I don't know what the A is. Straight? I don't know what the P is. Don't forget you need to be neurotypical too? Oh yes, oh yes. Unrelated. That just reminded me of the meme. In a game with no consequences, why are you still playing the good side? Being mean makes me feel sad. Yeah. One of the funniest examples of that gesturation. I talked about them earlier, but my friend Koyo. Hi, Wrath. He was going through Red Dead Redemption 2. At the same time, our other friend, Elite, was going through a second playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. Elite was gonna do the bad guy playthrough. Koyo was gonna do the good guy playthrough. White, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant? Gotcha. These two individuals should have swapped. Koyo is very good at disassociating from a video game and thinking of it in terms of, this isn't real, I can be a monster. I can shoot the single mother in the head and not feel anything because it's a fucking video game, it's fiction. Elite, unable to do that. He's gonna do something bad in a game and he's gonna feel bad. And so, like, we would watch Elite play, and Elite would, like, he's trying to be bad, right? He keeps, like, greeting people and saying hi, and then he'll be like, oh, I'm supposed to be bad, and he'll insult them, and he'll be like, dude, I just feel bad. And we'd be in his chat like, okay, Elite, you need a lot of dishonorable points because you're supposed to be bad. Shoot the dog. What? The dog on your screen. Shoot it. That's like a ton of dishonorable points. Just shoot it. Just fucking bang, bang. Just don't even walk up to it. Don't let it see you. And he'd be like, okay. Oh shit, I can't fucking do it, guys. It's a dog. I can't fucking kill this thing. And he wouldn't do it. He literally was incapable of being a bad guy in Red Dead 2 and doing stuff like that. Then we'd watch Koyo, and he'd be like, alright guys, we're supposed to be good, so we gotta greet everybody and be nice. Hello. Good morning. How you doing, partner? And somebody like, he says, you know, how you doing, partner? And somebody goes, piss off. And he like turns around, and the guy's like walking away, and he's just like, be fucking rude to me, you son of a bitch. And he'd like just pull out his gun and shoot them in the back of the head. And he'd be like, oh, fuck, we're supposed to be good. Damn it, we're supposed to be good. And he kept shooting people that were rude to him. He was such a, like, you know, the stereotypical, like, just Chad gym bro that's like, they fucking walk and you bump into them and they're like, you didn't go around me? You're insulting me? Oh, bro, you wanna fucking... He was like that in fucking Red Dead 2. Just shooting people left and right that crossed him in the slightest amount. Just shoot the dog, heal in 2025. Fuck being a bad guy. I want to be nice to people. Recovering villain versus bad guy in training. Dude, it was so funny. Well, you can't be a bad guy if you're the only guy left.
The thing thing is, Red Dead 2 makes you feel like a real piece of shit for being bad. Like, there is no advantage whatsoever.
Well, there's the ending.
Other than, like...
I guess it's not really an advantage, but...
Yeah, but the endings you get for being bad are... It's awful.
Does it make you feel worse than Undertale does?
Yes. I don't know anything about I don't know about Undertale. I'm gonna.
Okay.
You know what? How about me and you? We stream Undertale together.
No, absolutely not. Undertale's the absolute worst game to stream. Do not stream it.
I know
You
you
should
told
play
me
it.
Makes me want to stream it.
You should play it, but like, do not stream it.
No, you told me it's a terrible game to stream, and that makes me want to stream it.
You are just going to have 12-year-old kids coming in, mocking you and making fun of you. And like, normally that's like, who cares? It's 12-year-olds, we can turn it on them. But it's gonna be when you're dying to boss fights, and like, you can't just sweep it under the rug and be like, haha, you're dumb, kid. Because then you're dying to a boss fight, and it's...
Well, I'm not someone that
You're so quiet, man. You're so far away.
What? I'm not someone that would let something like that get to me. You know that. Am I louder when I do that?
You are perfect when you're doing whatever you're doing now.
Okay, so I have to tap on my phone. I'm literally not moving in place. It's just like VR chat on phone goes inactive after a moment.
Huh. It's...
What if I have my menu open? Let me leave my menu open, see if that...
Undertale is such a crafted experience. Here's the thing. Undertale's over 10 years, so I don't mind fucking spoiling this, but... The way Undertale goes is, it's like a 4-hour game. You go into it, and you kill some of the monsters, and some of the bosses that really go after you. Oh, it's very short. But it's like a Doki Doki Literature thing, where it's like, you went through it once, now you're supposed to go through it again in a different way. You go through the game with a neutral route. You kill monsters that attack you, you kill the bosses that attack you, you don't fight some of the bosses, and you get to the end. And you kill the king to escape, and Sans, the skeleton that's kind of been your friend since the start, he's like, hey, good job, kid, you escaped, you made it back to your world. Did you really have to hurt all those people on your way out, though? I feel like, you know, maybe you're a bit of a monster and not as nice as, you know, Toriel makes you out to be. But whatever, you got what you wanted, so off you go. Hopefully I never see you again. And it very much guilt trips you. It very much is like, oh, I should have done this without killing anybody. It's very much a, like, emotionally manipulative, like, hey, play again, but do better. And so you do a New Game Plus, and this time you're going to do the pacifist route. You're not going to kill a single person. And so a lot of the fights, you go through, and they're very difficult. The monsters are like, I'm going to kill you! And you're like just trying to survive and like talk to them and get along with it. And a lot of those like random encounter monsters, there'll be things that's like, you need to appeal to them 3 times, and then you can be like, I really don't want to fight, and they'll be like, oh, okay, this seems fucked up, I don't want to fight you, and they'll leave. You'll win the fight by them giving up. There's a few bosses that are like, no, humans are evil and they need to die. And it is a long and arduous boss fight that is very difficult, because they have a mission that they might not necessarily want to fight you, but they are trying to accomplish something that requires your death, and convincing that character to not kill you is very difficult. That king that you killed in the first run, he needs, like, the souls of 7 children to unlock the seal that locks the monsters underground. If he gets a 7th soul, the monsters can be free, and they can live on the surface of the earth again, instead of being imprisoned underground. And so he's decided he will be the monster. He will kill 7 innocent human souls so that he can free his people. And he's like the benevolent king. He's a genuinely nice guy. And you're like, dude, I don't want to fight you. Just let me go. I just want to go home. And he's like, I will sacrifice fucking anything to save my people. And convincing him to, you know, not fight It's like the hard fight of the pacifist route, and it's very emotionally charged. At the end of the pacifist route, everybody's happy. Sans the skeleton again talks to you and he's like, "Hey, good job, kid. You did a really good thing. You know, that was awesome. Could you imagine if you'd done the opposite and killed everybody? Sure glad you didn't do that." Which piques your fucking interest of, well, now I want to see what happens when I kill everybody. So the intended third route is the genocide route. This is where you kill everybody. You kill everything. And there's some characters that you can kill in a horrible, horrible way. Like the first boss, Toriel, she's just trying to beat you so that... She's not trying to kill you, she's just trying to beat you so that you don't leave her house because she knows you'll just get killed. If you prove you're strong enough by beating her, she lets you go. In the neutral route, you kind of think that's... It kind of lets you spare her or kill her, and she's happy with you either way. If you kill her, she's like, well, this is my fault. I'm the one who made you fight, and you've proven you're strong enough. I don't know if you'll be able to escape, but I'll always be behind you and supporting you. I love you, and then she dies. If you spare her, she's just like, your kindness isn't going to work, but I don't have the heart to stop you. Just go, get out of my sight. I hope you escape. There's a special way to fight her where you spare her. Like, you're doing the, let's not fight. And then at the very end, she just goes, I don't want to fight you. I don't think you'll escape, but, you know, this is just, I can't bring myself to hurt you. And then you stab her, and it does, like, 9999x damage, and one-shots her. And she'll be like, you waited for me to put my guard down. You're just as bad as all of them out there. You'll be fine. You belong with them. And then she, like, disintegrates like monsters do when they die. And it's just like, oh my god, this is brutal. The genocide route, the game is like fucking fleeing from you. By the time you clear out the first area in town and kill the monsters, anytime you get to a place, it's a ghost town. Because they know the fucking human is coming and they're killing everything. So it's like these lively towns that you've seen with these wacky, quirky characters, they're just gone. They're just empty. There's no music in the towns, if I remember correctly. That's
awesome.
It feels really, really bad. And you get to the end, and so the first time, the neutral route, the final boss was the king. In the pacifist route, the final boss was Flowey, which is the dead son of the king. In the genocide route, it's Sans. Sans has always been like, hey, you're trying to escape, you're doing all right, I'm rooting for you. In this route, he's like, I've always known what you were doing. I can jump around the timeways and see your different journeys. I don't know what made you decide to kill everybody like this. I don't know why life wasn't good enough for you when you spared everybody and everyone was happy. I don't know what made you do this. But you're a monster, and I refuse to let you live like this. You're gonna be stuck here with me. I'm gonna kill you. I'm not letting you pass this, and if you think you're good enough to beat me, well, we're gonna see, because I'm on a whole other level. And that's why Sans is such a meme, because he is by far the most difficult fight of the game, and he typically just kills everybody instantly. Like, the fight starts and he does a fucking ultimate attack that just destroys you. You beat him. You beat him and he does a silly thing of being like, well, I can't beat you, but I've got one health left, and you know what? I'm just not gonna take my turn. We'll just sit here forever. You can just, you know, rot here with me. Take a nap. Take a load off, kiddo, because you're gonna be here for a long time. Checked back and still need to be muted. It's 10 years old at this point, Juice. The game has a very crafted experience. It has a very natural play the natural route where you kill some of the monsters and don't kill some of them. Then do the pacifist route, then get curious of the genocide route and do that. It is a very, like, they are leading you into these, and Toby Fox was very, very skilled with the dialogue in putting those thoughts in your head and making you want to do those things. An actual run, if you don't fuck up any fights, if you one-shot every fight, is about 4 hours. It's very short. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna have deaths in every single run. And so, you know, the genocide route could take you 20 hours. Because you spend 10 hours fighting Sans. It is a very, very, very well-made game that is... It's one of those games that's like, don't spoil this game, it's an experience. As the person who just spoiled the entire game says. I feel like if you haven't played it at this point, you're probably not going to. It is very much a crafted experience that is very, very good to have. It doesn't work well on stream because the fandom of Undertale is kind of young. There's a lot of cringe middle school and high school kids in it that just, they don't have social skills yet. They don't understand.
Bill?
Yes. Don't spoil stuff as somebody's playing it. Don't fucking ride their ass for dying to Sans and brag about how you killed it in 3 tries. It's like... The fandom for Undertale, it is one of those games that's like, wow, I love this, except the fandom exists, right? It's
Yeah.
Undertale is a 10 of 10 game. It is really, really good. But my god, do not stream it. Do not fucking stream it. Please don't stream it. Well, you can't be a bad guy if you're the only guy left. You're going down, brother. Red Dead 2 bad ending. Yes, that ending is horrible. We got Execution's point on your first playthrough. Monster! Feeling that's messed up, I only did 1 playthrough. Well, get to the other 2. I did 3 endings. Dan, this sounds like a really interesting game. Really, don't think I'll ever play it. I love a good monster.
Imagine.
Someone who knows they're doing something bad, but do it because they know it'll be good of everyone else. Taking in the sin for everyone else. Yeah, that is Asgore to a T. His wife literally left him because she's like, I can't watch you do this, and she's just like, and he's just there like, I have to. I literally have to. Sans 10x harder than any other. Checks back and still need to be muted. Yeah, the game has been on sale for $2. There's no reason to not have played it yet. I remember a Hololive personality got her job because she modded herself into Undertale and one-shot Sans during the interview. Holy. Because I'm lazy and it's talked about a lot. It's... Well, so Gana, that is a valid reason. It is very much a minority reason. And it's one of those things that's like... At this point, the group of people that want to play and experience Undertale, but haven't yet, is so small that I don't want to just have it be a taboo. We can never talk about Undertale until those very few scattered people experience it. It's just like, I'm sorry to those people. Mute when I'm talking about it, because it's such a good discussion. It's such a, like, I really cannot talk about how amazing Toby Fox is enough, because it's such a, like, well-crafted experience. Oh no, I don't care for spoilers. Good. I'm the same where I see a spoiler and that typically makes me want to do something more, because I'm like, how the heck did it get to that point? Or that was fucking rad, I gotta see this now. I hated Steven Universe. I watched episode 1 and I was like, damn, Steven is so fucking cringe. Now, I hate this kid. I don't like this show.
You're pooping my pants everywhere.
I saw the season finale, and I saw the big spoiler with one of the characters, and I was like, okay, this looks really fucking cool. Even if Steven sucks, all the other characters are really, really cool. I want to watch this. And Steven kind of fucking sucks for a long time. it's not so much like the, oh, I'm scared, I'm pooping and peeing my pants. It's more like he's not scared and he's just running ahead, setting off traps. And it's like, dude, you need to grow the fuck up and be mature. You are ruining the mission. This is not like super secret, we're playing agent, it's all fun and games. It's, we're literally trying to save the Earth. Can you not fuck this up as a child playing with a toy for 5 minutes? And then like season 2, season 3, there's one conversation in particular. There's these 3 teenagers. Steven is like 14 years old, by the way. There's these 3 teenagers and they're like, hey Steven, we haven't hung out in a while. You wanna go for a ride? And he's like, I can't, I'm grounded right now. And they're like, what? Why? And he's just like, well, we did this and I kind of messed up the last time. And they're like, dude, they put too much pressure on you. Sneak out with us just this once. We'll tell them it was really important. He's like, okay. Like, they 100% peer pressure him into it. They were bad influences here. They're driving around, they're driving through the country, and they all start venting, right? And one of them's just like, I just hate being at home. My dad wants me to be a fisherman like him, but I just want to be a DJ. And he's always like, getting in my way, and like, fucking, he threw out my equipment last week, and I was just like, dude, come on. I don't want to be you. I don't want to live like you. I just want to be myself. And then one of the other guys is like, yeah, man, you think you got it bad? Well, my dad's the mayor. I don't get to be a person. He just tells me to not cause problems. He's never a dad for me. He's never there for me. He just wants me to be well-behaved and out of sight so I don't mess things up for him. And then the girl who's driving is like, oh, that'd be nice if I was invisible. Instead, I'm supposed to be like working at the pizza shop all the time. And my twin sister, she likes working at it. So my parents love her, and I'm just the fucking screw-up that's, you know, always there and in the way. All they ever have to say about me is criticism, and why can't you be like your sister? Your sister's perfect, why aren't you like her? Aren't you twins? How is one perfect and one such a screw-up? It's just like, get off my back. And these are all legitimate problems, right? These are all things that, like, are very frustrating for a teenager to deal with. And Steven, and they're just like, what about you, Steven? And he just goes, well, my mom gave birth to me, but then she went away, and everybody's really nice to me, but it kind of feels like they wish I was never here. Like, they all miss my mom, and they only treat me well because they liked her so much, but you can see it in their eyes. They all look at me like they wish I was never here. And it's just, some days it sucks. And it, like, the camera zooms out, and you see the 3 teenagers just looking forward, blank face, and one of them just goes, dude, that sucks. And it's like, oh my god. That moment, that was the moment where I was like, Steven is annoying, I hate this kid. And then he says that, and I'm like, dude, I feel so bad for him. I just want him to be happy. I want him to goof around as much as he wants. Please just smile, please. Steven Universe covers some of the most heavy topics that have real life parallels. There's a lot of, like, relationships. There's a lot of, like, divorce situations. There's a lot of, like, someone you loved who is gone situation. It covers some of the just really, really heavy subjects that it's portrayed in a way of like, haha, space aliens. But like, it has the parallel that's just, oh god. Oh god. The Undertale fandom used to be cool and hip and filled with experimental chiptune enthusiasts. Looks at black and white old photos. Oh no, I don't care for spoilers. I don't think I'll ever play it, so I'm good at spoilers. Toby Fox is a cryptid positive. I think this is like one of the 5 eps I've seen. Is it safe? We are no longer talking about Undertale. We did move to Steven Universe. But like, on the topic of spoilers, looking at Fallout lore is so cool, even though it's super spoilers. Talking about Steven Universe, Spinel. They're There was even a home wrecking arc. Uh-huh. Your wife died but left your child. So her 3 best friends. 2 or 3 best friends instead of you. Kind of Trogdor. The first few years of Steven's life was just him and Greg. Greg actually was like the sole parent, and the gems weren't in Steven's life at all. And Rose was very clear to the remaining gems. This is Greg and my child. Back the fuck off, and they did. But then Steven started having magic abilities, and Greg was like, I'm in over my head. Can you 3 help me? And they were like, he can live with us, and we'll keep an eye on him, and you can visit whenever you want. And they kind of agreed, yep, this is for the best. I've only ever seen the Steven movie. Oddly enough, that's the one thing I haven't seen. And I see Spinel, and I'm like, oh, this character looks dumb. And I know if I watch the movie, I'm gonna like her and be really, like, sympathetic to her. But, like, what I've seen, I'm like, oh, she's fucking Harlequin aesthetic. Ew. It's Steven Universe spoilers now. Wait, no, I've seen YouTube compilations.
Fucking hates clowns, man.
I do! Steven Universe, but it's only Spinel. I think the Hololive talent was Gigi Murrin, which lines up. A character beloved by the community. This character looks dumb. I haven't given them a chance. There's not many characters in Steven Universe, hi Divana, that are hated by the community. I can't think of any characters in Steven Universe that everybody's like, this is the worst thing that was ever added. I wish this thing was never in the series. There's a few characters that are like, this guy sucks, but they progress the story in a way. Marvin. Nobody fucking likes Marvin. But, like, he's a good... Hi, Ron. He's a good character for other characters' stories. He's such a minor character. Nobody's, like, upset by, like, God, they keep putting Marvin on the screen. He's in, like, 1 or 2 episodes. Steven's uncle?
Yeah.
No, even Steven's uncle, he comes around. He's, like... He's a piece of shit at first, and at the end, he's like... Guys, I gotta change. You know, everything's so different, and I want it to be the way it was, but... You know, I'm just pushing more people away. I can't be doing this. He has a good redemption. Wait, Steven has an uncle? He does. He does. Rolando? Okay. Rolando is a piece of shit. That guy sucks ass. Did I miss an episode to the wiki? He has an uncle. His last name isn't even Universe. Oh god, what is his last name? Universe was just a stage name that Greg used when he was touring. Oh, I can't remember his last name. Jess, you're looking at the wiki. Tell me Steven's last name. DeMaio. That's right, it's DeMaio. Hi, Dubbin. It's, it's so funny when they meet the uncle and he's like, you gotta get the fuck out of here. This is the DeMaio property. And Steven's just like, what's a DeMaio? And he's like, you're a DeMaio. What? Your last name, it's DeMaio. My last name is Universe. No, it ain't. That's what this fucking, band kid's name is when he thought he could make a living being a superstar. And how'd that turn out for you, Greg? Of the car wash? And he's like, hey man, chill in front of the kid. And it's like, holy shit, dude. I fucking love Steven Universe, guys. That show, it's so goofy and silly, but it has moments that's just like, oh god, I can see a real human being doing this in this situation. Andy DeMaio was Greg's cousin. Yeah. The barn that Lapis and Peridot live in is a DeMaio barn. Like, it's owned by the DeMaio family. And Greg, nobody had used it for like 10, 20 years. Because that's where they used to go for reunions. And then when one of the family members died, he was the one that hosted it and nobody really took over, so the reunion stopped. Well, Greg was just like, well, we haven't used this barn in 20 years. I guess the 2 girls can stay there. Lapis and Peridot. And then Andy, he just shows up one day and he's like, who the fuck? You can't use my barn. And they're like, bro, this is our barn. Greg let us have this. And he's like, it's not Greg's to give. It's literally mine and in my name. And so they have a big fight about it, and they're like, okay, well, I guess if it's literally in your name, I guess the girls are gonna have to go somewhere else. And Lapis is sitting there like, this is fucking bullshit. I'm not gonna go somewhere else just because this guy says I have to because he's got a piece of paper. And they end up trying to have like a nice, not like a Thanksgiving dinner, but like, you know, a nice reunion get together. It gets super awkward. Andy leaves. Steven goes with him. They talk while flying, because Andy's got like a whole biplane. And he comes back after the talk and he's like, guys, I'll chill. You can use the barn still. And now Greg is a multimillionaire. Didn't he spend all of it? Kind of reminds me of a regular show, to be honest. Trying to watch it, but fully drawing a blank. Yeah, name a time to watch the movie. I feel like any spare time I have, I just want to do Avatar work. Here's the thing. I hate spontaneity. I hate just like, oh, I have time, let's do this. I like scheduling stuff. But scheduling stuff is really hard for me when it involves other people. Because it's easy for me to schedule things, right? Oh, Tuesday and Thursday is Vesperia, so don't schedule things on those days. Wednesday is Repo, so don't schedule things on those days. Friday's VR chat, Saturday's VR chat. So like Sunday, oh, I'll have, you know, all day Sunday, let's do Avatar stuff then. But then Sunday rolls around and I'm like, Oku, I am available for Avatar stuff. Drop everything you're doing and help me with Avatars. That's something that I'm like, oh, I don't like this. I'm not gonna do that to Oku. Yo, Avatar work? What I'm doing right now, lol? Hell yeah. Octomage used to always do Avatar work while I was streaming. They used to listen, and they might be listening right now. But the past month or two, they have been addicted to SS14, and they have not been productive in the slightest. Sunday is Risk of Rain 2. This Sunday is Risk of Rain 2 with Trogdor. Now he only spent 100k at the New York hotel. He's only spent 100k? Okay. Good for him. Man, I've been trying to pick an Abby for like a month now, lol. But I just don't have time? Like I'm not doing anything? I have the time to do Avatar work. I don't have the fucking brain for it. What I really need to do is just like get momentum. I need to get momentum going, and then I'll be doing a lot of Avatar work. Getting started has been very difficult for me. I've been trying to go to sleep, but he pulled me in with Steven Universe talk. I fucking love Steven Universe. The first episode I watched, where Steven just keeps singing the fucking Cookie Cat song, and it was just like, dude, this kid is so annoying. I don't care about him. I don't care about his little commercial food that he likes. I just want to watch the girls save the world. Pearl is cool. Garnet is cool. Amethyst will have cool moments. I don't care about this dumb kid. Why is the worst character the main character? And then you learn about all his shit. You're just like, oh my god, my poor baby. I just want him to be happy. What's the story I have for you guys? Have you seen Bee and the Puppy At? Puppy Cat? No. I don't think I've even heard of that. Yesterday, we played Repo with Koyo. That was a shit ton of fun. We got a fucking massive lobby because it was like, you know, the final repo until he comes back. Repo was a ton of fun. 1 hour at slightly sore place. Fan myself. Put more and more weight on the outside of the foot. And those injured toes. That's where I stopped. Good job, Haxie. If anything, I feel like you might have been pushing yourself too hard, but good job. So basically the episode where Steven clones himself by time traveling was the episode he realized how fucking annoying he was, so he matured after that. Yeah. Yeah. He definitely, you know, dealing with clones of himself and being like, oh my god, this is what I'm like, was definitely a little bit of an eye-opener. I remember that. I hadn't thought about that, but I literally just remember that distinctly happening. It's even one of those shows that it was like, Ep 1, donut shop drama, Ep 2, laundry machine broke, Ep 3, Greg's having trouble with the van, Ep 4, story about an intergalactic war and how each of our beloved characters were war criminals, Episode 5, sleepover! Lurk ping if. There won't be a nap today, Juice. Because there is an inspector coming to appraise the house. No nap today. I'm sorry. I learned about it this morning. So, yesterday, we walked, then we went and played Repo, and then we, I did my birthday dinner with my parents. It's like 7. I'd been up since like 6 a.m., 5 a.m., and I'm like fucking dying. I'm like nodding off during the dinner. I'll tell you what the dinner was. I got filet mignon, potatoes au gratin, 2 of my favorite things, and I got brownies. There was not, they were not red velvet brownies. My mom was planning to make those later this week, but they ran out of time to get, you know, the red velvet and prep those. So just regular store-bought brownies. They were good. After that, they're like, hey, by the way, an appraisal is coming tomorrow. You need to clean the bar area in the basement. And I was like, yep, I'm going to go to sleep right after this, but when I wake up, I'll do it. Now, really, that was me being a little, not 100% there, too tired to really think straight, because I woke up at 2 a.m., and it was like, I'm not going to fucking clean now. I can't use a vacuum at 2 a.m., so that was a really bad thing to agree to, but I was too tired to think about it. So then I went back to bed at like 4 a.m. Woke up at 8. Or no, I woke up at like 7:30. And my mom's like, you didn't clean the basement. I was like, I was gonna do it after stream. She's like, dude, he comes at 12. And I was like, fucking what? So this morning I was cleaning the bar area. Elon has a bar in his room. No. So I have a house. I don't have a house. My parents have a house that upstairs is 3-bedroom. It has a porch area, pretty big living room, but 3-bedroom, 3-bath. There's a basement though, and the basement almost matches, you know, what's upstairs. It's technically a little different. The basement was just big open basement initially. They have since put in a dividing wall, and to the left of the dividing wall, it's not a 50-50 split. It's probably like an 80-20 split. On that 20% side is basically garage and storage area. It's unfinished, cement walls, yada yada. The 80%, that's finished, and in that 80%, they put a corner bedroom. They put a bathroom connected to that corner bedroom, and a bar area along the dividing wall. There is also what used to be a storage room, has now been converted into kind of a bedroom, but it doesn't have any windows, so they can't list it as a bedroom. I am in that storage area with no windows. Outside of this storage room, it's 10 by 20 feet. Outside of this is the main basement area that has it's kind of like a living room area, then a bar area, and then there's that one bedroom in the bathroom. Appraise Pat's house, good house. Appraise the house just so you can flex that your house is now 100,000 more expensive. They are looking to sell it. They are looking to move. Initially, they wanted a mountain house. Now, my mom was like, I don't want to be fucking cold in winter. So no mountain house. They're also like the beach house in Florida. Because that one's constantly dealing with hurricanes, they don't know how much longer they'll have that one. And so they want like a beach townhouse, not necessarily a beach house, but they're looking in like North Carolina and Georgia. Something somewhat close to the coast. I don't know how much they want me talking about this, but they have stocks in a company that my dad used to work for. If that company goes public, they get a fat chunk of money. If that happens, they will then buy a second house in the mountains, less of a house and more of like a log cabin that they could, visit for Christmas and a few winters and go skiing, and then like rent it out when they're not using it. But they want like a coastal East Coast house. Where am I going? I would be going with them. If they bought a house in... Hi, Archangel. If they bought a house in North Carolina, they would sell this one. And part of what they would be looking for in North Carolina is like a connected but almost separate basement that would basically be like what I rent out to them. They are very happy with the situation right now of I live in the basement, I pay rent, but I see them daily. That's it, I'm grabbing you tomorrow. Okay. You don't have carpet in your room? What are you vacuuming? You still need to vacuum with, like, not carpet. In fact, you need to vacuum more if you don't have carpet. Good job cleaning, Ewan. It was annoying. Is this for tax purposes? Your parents still thinking of selling? They are still thinking of selling. Where are you going? The level of privilege in this story is crazy. Yes. I recognize I have a very ritzy life. I have a very, very big safety net. I will say, Trogdor, my dad worked really fucking hard to get where he is. He is a straight white man and had every opportunity. He had a lot of, opportunity that people who didn't meet those criteria wouldn't have. But that being said, he worked really fucking hard for that. There was a good 10 years where I don't think he had hobbies. I didn't think he had friends. He just worked 13 hours a day, 6 days a week. And that 7th day, that was chores. He worked real fucking hard to have the level of stuff he has now. Not everybody has the opportunity to work that hard and get those rewards. But my dad 100% earned it. A granny flat? It's always shocking how many American places have basements. If you're in Tornado Alley, you should probably have one. Yeah, like single family places here don't have basements. It depends where in the United States. So in Texas, you cannot have a basement in Texas. In Texas, they have a lot of shale and a lot of clay, and that stuff just moves around. And so if you had a basement in Texas, it's just falling in on itself within like 3 years. So how did you explain to your parents why you wore the maid outfit when you cleaned the bar? Well, I didn't wear the maid outfit when cleaning the bar. You think I'm gonna spend 30 minutes to put on a maid outfit to clean for 15, huh? Live on the edge like me and say, what's a safety net? Basements have a purpose. It's so foundations are below the permafrost layer. I need a drink. I need a drink. Real fact, by the way. Oh. I didn't know that. I've always seen basements be like, are we able to have a basement? Typically you'd want one, but like in Texas, the material of the ground level is not, it does not work with basements. In California, they get a lot of earthquakes, so no basements. When I lived in Colorado, had a basement. Missouri, have a basement. Complaining about cleaning for 15 minutes. Who else but Euland? It's less that, like... Okay. Yes, I'm complaining about 15 minutes of cleaning. It's that I'm complaining about, like, cleaning when I wanted to, like, be preparing for stream. You know, they told me to do this at 7 p.m. last night. And I'm like, you give me 24 hours, I'll make time for it. I'll do it right. But when I'm cleaning, when it's like, I literally have stream in an hour. Right? My mom was kind of looking at like, oh, you stream at 9, so you can do whatever right until 9. And it's like, no, I have like an hour of preparation. I mean, most old Australian homes are Queenslanders, which are homes on stilts. Permafrost moves. The house foundations will crack and shift. No bueno to build on. Yeah. 24 hours notice is required for maid outfit. I've always told my parents, if you need me to do something, give me 24 hours notice. You want me to take you to the airport? Give me 24 hours notice. You want me to clean something? Give me 24 hours notice. This was kind of like sudden. I think it was sprung on them, and so, you know, they weren't like, oh, we just forgot to tell Ewan. I think it just happened that way. Hey, Ewan, can you take me to Hawaii? I can take you to the airport. I'm not fucking taking you to Hawaii. Hi, Icy Fire. Why not? Because I don't have fucking money, Techno. Go pay for that shit yourself. Oh my god. Why won't you spend thousands of dollars on me? Fuck you, that's why. Fly me to the moon. Very few people have that kind of money. So I opened up Discord just now to see the holidays. I have DMs open with Shere Khan. And Shere Khan messaged me this morning. Hey Ewan, you really like Risk of Rain 2, right? And I respond, yes. And they go, I found this game, it's something like Risk of Rain 2 and DRG, which is just a bit more frantic. Well, it's a free demo for now, but I found it fun enough. And they sent me a game called Mycopunk. And I respond with a butt. And I went, sorry, wrong, and I respond with a thumbs up. The dumb joke that I fucking love doing. Just responding with a completely inappropriate emote, and being like, oh yeah, thumbs up. You celebrated that holiday yesterday, right? Alright, Femboy, give me some notes. Why didn't you add those straps on Throne? I haven't looked at Throne yet! Mycopunk is great. Where is this? The holidays today. Ascension. That's it. That not Ascension Day, not National Ascension Day. It just says Ascension. End of the Middle Ages Day. I gotta clear my throat. Ugh. End of the Middle Ages Day. International Kok Alvin Day. The fuck? International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers. Learn about Composting Day. National 529 Day. National Biscuit Day. Paperclip Day. Put a pillow on your fridge day. World Digestive Health Day. Wow, these kind of suck. I guess Biscuit Day. Yay. That's your holidays. You are coming to live here. You have 24 hours notice. Wait, you are coming to live here. You have 24 hours notice. Wow! That's so sudden, Axie. Alright, Femboy. Give me some notes. Why didn't you add those straps on Throne, Techno? It's so easy. It's not. Oh shit, holiday time. You celebrated that holiday yesterday, right? Mycopunk is great. Can't believe Yulin said Mycopunk was ass with the ass emote. Ascension? That's it. That's a holiday. I don't have ascending today. I'm not ascending. These are the silliest holidays so far. Remember to put your pillow on the fridge. Yeah. Coq au vin, a classic French dish made primarily with chicken, red wine, and a flavorful combination of vegetables and aromatic herbs. Oh, okay. I'm taking the biscuits. Biscuit day wins. Oh. Who is putting wine on chicken? That's a not uncommon cooking thing. Just throwing wine and stuff. I feel like I hear about that all the time in cooking. I miss the holidays. Hi, Kyle. How'd you miss them? We did them a minute ago. Morning. I guess I'm the uncultured one then in this instance. According to the church, I'm more likely to descend more than ascend. He got so distracted he forgot he was talking about repo. I did. I started talking about repo, and then we kind of just went to other things. I don't know. I don't want to like shut down conversations, Chalk. It happens so often. I'll be like, let's talk about this, and then somebody brings up another thing, and we go on that for 20 minutes. Cairo called me out on it earlier. He was like, yeah, you started to explain Darktide. Go back to that. And I was like, oh yeah. Tee. Repo was fun. We had a big lobby because it was It was Koyo's last day before he goes to Poland. Then we added a mod map called Sisyphus. For anybody who doesn't know what Sisyphus is, it's the guy who pushes the rock up the hill endlessly, infinitely. They added that as a fucking map in Repo, but like a modded map, not an official map. And what we did was we found an item that was worth like 1,000,000 gold, and we were running up the stairs for like 10 minutes. And we're all just like, this fucking sucks. We're not doing this, just redo it. Hi, Sappy. We're fucking taking this map out. Well, Koyo and most of the people were together with the cart, and they all died. And then they're watching me and Spacefish, because me and Spacefish were like troubleshooting mods for her and Smug. And we're at like the bottom. And the moment I see Koyo's vision goes to us, I was like, oh, I can see on Koyo's stream that they all died. So it's up to you and me, Spacefish. Let's start walking up the hill to see if we can recover their stuff. And, like, I know that Koyo's watching this after just saying, like, we've been walking for too long, just kill yourself, guys. And he just goes, is he fucking serious? And I look at where the camera is and I go, just kidding, and then I jump off. And he's like, oh my god, okay. We then start having standard levels. There was a really cool Minecraft level. It was like a Minecraft village map. That one was really fun. We had such a big lobby. There was so much loot. And every room was like 10 to 12 extractors. We had one mod. So there's the tall soul guy. It's like a baby that like giggles. And if you stare too closely at him, he just kills you, right? So it's always like, look away. Just don't stare straight at him. We replaced that guy with fucking Obama. And so you would just hear Obama be like, my fellow Americans, I have a message for you this day. And it was like, don't look at Obama. Don't stare straight at Obama. Did I also miss the trailers? God damn it, it's Thursday. We're doing trailers tomorrow. No, you didn't miss the trailers, I just forgot. Or there's just not enough today. I just forgot. Yeah, but I don't want to distract you too much. You went to Sisyphus. Can't believe you failed Sisyphus. Every level was like an hour. This is like 4 weeks in a row. No, this is 2 weeks in a row. Okay? 2 weeks ago I did remember. The week before that, I didn't. So, of 4 weeks, I got one of them right. You can't say in a row. Every level was like an hour tired. I'm feeling generous. So here's some taxes since I'm also at the beach. Hell yeah. Damn, if they reminded him about the trailers. Oh boy, Yuland inner thighs. I was enjoying the normal walk. You know what's bullshit, Trogdor? People like Cairo come in here on Wednesdays and they're like, oh boy, I'm looking forward to trailers today. And it's like, shut up. It's not on Wednesdays. I don't like this joke. Fuck you. And then nobody does it on Thursdays. It's like, oh, god damn it. Did you ever have a trailer for the Seormancer? I don't think so. I'm just gonna mute him. I'm just gonna mute him before I hear and I told you so.
What?
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 What? I forgot trailers today.
Oh my god!
And you've been such a fucking shit and joking about it on Wednesdays.
I'm so excited for trailers today.
Dude, I hate when you say that on Wednesdays, because I'm like, we don't fucking do this on Wednesdays. Stop talking. And then Thursday, it's like, nobody says anything. And 2 hours in the stream, Kyle comes in, he's like, good morning, everybody. Did I miss the trailers? And I'm like, fuck! Shit! No! Do you ever have a trailer for Seormancer? It's a pixel art ARPG. Do I say Fridays are trailers day? Elon, you should make a trailer for your Twitch. That's actually not a bad idea, Techno. We're gonna go into fucking advertising yourself on Twitch. So, if you play video games on Twitch, you're kind of like the standard. Playing games on Twitch is not a unique thing. So when people raid into you, you're not really doing anything that unique. And it's hard to have a hook to, like, get people to stay. Because who's gonna watch you if you're playing, you know, a video game on Twitch when that's what everyone else is doing? Is your model super fucking cute? Maybe, but so is everyone else's. Do you have a golden personality and really funny sense of humor? Maybe, but so does everyone else. It's very hard to, like, stand out on Twitch. And so, I don't really have to worry about this because I'm doing such a unique thing walking on the treadmill through video game environments that people raid into me and they're like, whoa, what's happening here? But for other people, I highly recommend getting, like, putting together a small video that really shows off what you do. A very good example of this is Baka Tsunami. So they are an editor for a lot of big YouTube channels. That's their main source of income. And then they also stream. Well, when they get rated, they go, hey, my name's Baka Tsunami. Here's a highlight reel to, you know, see a little bit about me. And then he transitions to this, like, 30-second video that is just a really fast-paced, very, like, highlight moments of his channel that shows a lot of his funniest moments. Baka Tsunami mentioned. It is a very good thing for him to do. That is very like, whoa, this is so cool. And I feel like if you are a standard streamer that, you know, plays video games, this is a really cool thing you could do that could, like, just do a real fast-paced 30-second highlight reel of yourself anytime you get rated. So, like, I told Spacefish about this a while ago. It was when we were talking about, you know, you raid into somebody and they go, hi, my name is this. I play games. I do this. And it's like, this is kind of boring. Everybody has an intro like this. My idea for Spacefish was, she is an artist. She plays games. Do something to combine those two to really show off what she has done and accomplished as a streamer. So, like, something she could do is every video game she's played, do, like, a really quick doodle of a funny moment of her in that game. So, like, when she played Little Nightmares, draw her OC in the yellow trench coat hiding under a desk while one of the monsters looks for her, right? And like if she made a 30-second video that showed off like 6 to 8 moments of like some of the highlight games that she's played in the last year of her doing that, people would raid into her channel. She would play this quick clip being like, hey, here's what shows off my channel. And you would see, not only does she play games, but she is a good artist. And there's these really cute moments she's showing off. For Cairo, if somebody rated him, and he showed like just a fucking bouncing between some of his moments, that'd be really good, right? A moment of him, I have no idea what you said.
Now you're making me feel bad, like I'm not doing enough.
Well, think about this, Cairo. Somebody raids you, and you go, hey guys, thanks for the raid. Here's a quick highlight video to see what I'm about. And then it's, a video of you playing Fortnite and being like, I'm gonna run this guy over, and you like fucking run him over, right? And then it shows you like doing just a quick segment of like lap dancing, dancing in VR chat with one of your avatars. And then it shows you in Monster Hunter, you're going, dude, I'm shoving it up his ass! Like just a really quick highlights of a lot of pieces of you and your content. And it would show off a lot of what you do, because if you do multiple things like that don't often connect, it's hard to show off the scope of what you do. Is that soundtrack in game? It is. It might be a little loud. First thing I hear is shoving it up his ass. Hi, Chewy. So the shoving it up his ass, that is Cairo's most watched clip on his channel. Oh yeah. Because it got featured in that one video, it had a lot of in-bed watches. I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds with him, Chewy. And we're fighting a Blagongagagon, the snow monkey. And he's learning switch axe, and he grapples onto the monkey. He's standing on his butt. He goes into sword mode, and he just fucking starts doing the full burst into the thing's butt. It's running away with just this sword up its ass, and Cairo just screams, oh my god, dude, I'm shoving it up his ass! And it was really fucking funny, because he was just straight up shoving an exploding fiery sword up the monkey's ass. Here mention, we're in Finally Fantasy, aren't we? I like this world, the sky is nice. I was about to mention the music, agreed? Is that the soundtrack in game? It is. 30 seconds of JRPG menus and eating spicy beans. That would that's actually a good idea, Ants. A clip of Fortnite. A clip of Cairo dancing. The Monster Hunter clip of shoving it up his ass. 5 seconds of just doot 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 doot, just scrolling through a menu of, guys, I'm not seeing it. And then it goes to a clip of just, oh god, it's so hot, like him crying to Bean Boozled. That'd be really fucking good. First thing I hear shoving up his ass, classic.
I thought about making an intro at least, and just probably me dancing or something.
I was thinking about making an intro, and that was
I was
it.
thinking about making like intro, like me dancing, because I literally just have had Star Rail and I haven't replaced it yet.
That'd be good. I don't think it could be. I think you would have to tone it down a little bit from your usual dancing, but I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
You're describing this in a way that makes it sound worse, Lamau. Oh no. Is your right leg drifting, or am I stupid? I don't think you're stupid, but it's not drifting. You didn't love the advice, just couldn't hear it from the music playing? Ah. You were fighting a fucking what? A Blagongagagon. It's the snow monkey in Monster Hunter Wilds.
A Blaganga.
That's what I said, a Blagongagagon. Your face just looks like fucking pain. I should find something I'm good at for videos like that.
What do you mean?
It is the smiling face of just like, yeah, this is fine. Everything's okay. Arrow dances this avatar. This is such a dumbass name, it's perfect. The actual name is like a Blaganga. But it's like... It's Shocky and I. We just started... She added like an extra GA. She was like, I'm fighting a Blagongaga. Or a Blagongaga. Hold on, how did she say it? Blagongaga. Okay, so yeah, Blagongaga. And I was like, yeah, added a little bit extra there, Shocky. And she's like, no, I didn't. I was fighting a Blagongaga. And it just kept getting more and more from that. You lied to me. The perfect name isn't real. That's it. I'm modding into Monster Hunter. You were fighting Bobo? No. You think we would have beaten Bobo? Absolutely not. He's got
Now
fucking...
You're extending his name.
What?
Bo.
It's 7.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, so did I.
No.
Just, no, you didn't. I counted. No.
Yep.
I don't remember a single thing about that anime. I remember...
Repeat back what I said. Like nerd emoji voice me.
I remember his attack was Fist of the Nose Hair. I remember the sidekick was a fucking starfish thing.
How dare you insult Don Patch like that?
that's about all I remember.
You don't remember General Jelly Jiggler, dude?
No, I don't.
What? He's the blue guy. Don't you remember Blue Gumby?
Oh, I do. You keep saying that, you'll summon Chopper.
You've been crying.
I'm tired.
You're tired? What's your incline at?
0.
And you're tired?
Yeah, my sleep was weird last night. I went to sleep at like 7 or 8. I woke up at 11. I was up for a few hours and I went to bed again at like 3 or 4. I told you? No, Trogdor. You were like, go back to sleep even though you just woke up. You're going to sleep during the walk. And it's like, I'm not sleeping during the walk. I'm just tired. I'm more exhausted than usual. Just going back to sleep wasn't going to fix it. I literally wouldn't have been able to go back to sleep. The One Piece, it's real. The One Piece is real. Fat Zero. Oh my god, Pixel. I am convinced Don Patch and General Jelly Jiggler were added to market food snacks. 11:20. What's a story I have for you guys? Here's a fucking funny one. So Bethesda came out with a video that was talking about Elder Scrolls 6 and game development and all that. And it was primarily, 3 women talking about this. And a bunch of dudes on the internet are like, oh no. 3 of the biggest roles working on this game are whamming. This game's gonna suck, guys. Too many women. It's gonna be bad. Bethesda's woke. Well, people have been dissecting these comments and they've been like, holy shit, these incels are so fucking stupid. Okay, let's talk about the first girl. She has been working with Bethesda for 19 years. Let's talk about the second girl. She has been working at Bethesda for 26 years. The third girl, 21 years. I didn't write down their names because the notes were getting too long. But literally these 3 women in particular have were a part of Oblivion, Morrowind, and Skyrim. Like, they've been there for ages. And these guys are like, oh no, they're adding women. It's gonna be bad. I don't know if it's gonna be good. Is it going to be good or bad? solely because these three are women? No, shut the fuck up, you dumb incels. It was just one of those things. It's like, holy cow, these guys have done no research and they just see women and complain. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. Sad, you know, kind of fucking, oh god, why are people like this? But
You know,
hilarious.
Sometimes I think, oh man, maybe I'm not cut out for a relationship in my life. Maybe I just don't got it. And then you see the DEI Asmongold foot soldiers of the world. Like, I'm pretty well put together.
Yeah. Hey, so these last 3 dates, they've been a wonderful time, and I'm really liking you. I just need to share something with you. I play VR chat, and I give lap dances in VR. And the girl thinks for a second. She just goes, "Yeah, no, that's fine. You're not gonna complain about like DEI. No, that's totally fine. I can run with this. That's not even a problem. Oh my god." I can just see that fucking situation.
I actually genuinely thought about at some point, I'm like, what if I went to like pole dancing classes? And I was like, I would be the singular man there.
Did you hear about the all-female LOL team? They were doomed to fail, sadly. Yeah. That was fucking 10 years ago or something at this point, right? It was very rushed, if I remember correctly. Eat the Japanese candy, Elon? I would love Japanese candy. Hi, Red Panda. Hi, Elon. Hi, chat.
You remember, what was that one Crunchyroll series that was like not anime that like people really hated?
I actually have no idea. Got so much hate because women in video games.
Girls or something.
I actually have no idea.
That was one that actually ended up sucking.
Judd's leaping to
It was
conclusions
like-
and not knowing what they were talking about. Next, you're gonna tell me the sky is blue and the Earth is not oblate spheroid. What were you saying?
Oh no, it's like one of those situations where it's like the super like anti-DEI crowd, and they like actually are right about something, not because like the individuals are whatever, women, trans, whatever, but because they're just awful people, and they're like, haha, all people are like this. All people in this category are like these people.
There's the two things, right? It's one where it's like this person fucked it up and it's like, oh, all people are like this. And then there's a type where it's self-fulfilling. So like the League of Legends team that was put together with the 5 girls. But it was like, we want to make a League of Legends team that's all girls. Did they find like the best players? No. They just got 5 girls that they could, slapped them together, didn't put like the necessary effort into building it as a team, and was like, alright, go win. And when of course they fucking didn't, everybody was like, women in video games. But it was like, well, no. The problem was you tried to force this team with a theme of all women, and it fucking bombed because of course it did. The video I sent you last night still haunts me. Don't age me like that. Hi, Guardian Spice. Netflix show that isn't anime that everyone hates. There's too many of them. Is an oblate sphere. Just cutting off any smart arse that wants to hit the actually. Hi, Zvi. Did I say isn't? Oopsie. And I just dropped a weight on my finger. Ouch. Ow. Not ideal. I don't remember what you sent me, Chalk. I think I started watching it. I want to go check. Here they are. Wait, what video did you send me yesterday? Oh wait, was it the no context shit posting one? Somebody sent me like a long 25-minute video that I started watching and then I got distracted and paused it. Yeah? Yeah, that one was kind of wild, Trog. Hi, Keo! I think there's a few female players in some FPS games. There's many female players. In professional scenes. Typically, it's like one girl on a team of guys. It's just... guys are not better at video games. But, you know, like we were talking about earlier, there's gender roles in society. And so, boy grows up playing video games, and, you know, there's a lot of people in the country that are like, yeah, that's fine, video games are for boys. And then, you know, their daughter starts playing video games, they're like, no, what are you doing? You can't be doing this. You gotta be looking at fucking magazines and putting makeup on your face. What are you doing touching video games? Ugh. So, like, girls are pushed away from video games. And when you get to the professional scene, there's so much less there because culturally that just was so much less acceptable. What the fuck are these wibbly wobbly spider things? Yeah. Aliens.
Shouldn't have to think like that though, because like anyone can be good or bad at video games.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Yoan. He's a man and he's horrible at video games.
Okay, buddy.
Like,
all right. Fuck you. Fuck you. But High Guardian Spice is a Netflix show you were thinking of, I'm pretty sure. Wonkies, yeah, hi, how's you? I'm good, I'm tired. Wow, look at us looping back to an earlier topic. I remember seeing a story on Reddit recently. And it's this guy who, he and his wife both worked. But then the wife was pregnant, and so they wanted one of them to stop working to be the stay-at-home parent. But both of them had pretty good careers. Both of them could stay home and do it. And they were kind of both thinking like, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if you want to do it. They hadn't decided yet. And the mother-in-law was like, what's there to decide? Obviously, my daughter's going to be the stay-at-home parent. And both of them, the husband and wife, were like, well, no, not necessarily. No, we're also kind of considering, you know, the husband being the stay-at-home parent. And the mother-in-law just kept being really dismissive with this. She'd be like, yeah, okay. Like a guy can be a stay-at-home parent and be a good father. And they kind of like had to keep correcting her and be like, hey, you're being really insulting. Knock it off. Yes, he would be a good parent if he's the stay-at-home dad. And she's like, okay, sorry I overstepped. But like totally not really sorry, right? It came to a head when they had a baby shower. And on the registry, because they didn't know which parent was going to be the stay-at-home parent, they had like a baby harness. But it was a double baby harness. So it was like one for dad, one for mom, right? The baby harness that's much bigger for dad, the baby harness that's much smaller to fit mom. You'd be buying both of them. And the mother-in-law, she saw this on the list and then went out and bought her own baby harness that was just sized for the mom. And she's like, oh yeah, since, you know, you don't need both, you know, why would I buy that one you put on your registry? So I went and bought you this one. And this was like the final straw where they were like, you're uninvited. You're just, you know, if you're gonna keep disrespecting the husband like this, get out. You don't get to see the grandkid. And she's like, what are you doing? This is abuse. This is cruelty. You can't keep a grandmother from the granddaughter. And it's like, you don't get to keep disrespecting this guy, saying men can't be a good father and be a stay-at-home dad. This is just like fucking consequences, bitch. And it's very much like, you know, that gender roles. This woman was just so locked in that the dad is not going to be the stay-at-home parent. He can't be good at it. Men cannot be a good stay-at-home parent. Why didn't you carry me around in a baby, Bjorn? because I couldn't afford one, Global, okay? I didn't have, you know, big dick streamer money yet. All I had was one of those fucking bowling ball bags that I found in an alleyway. So you got carried in that, okay? I'm sorry. I wasn't able to give you the perfect little baby harness. Get over it, Global. We all make do. I know the stereotype is girls don't like video games, but I wonder if that's actually true. Not. Girls fucking love video games. A lot of girls like the same video games as guys. Look at fucking Shishiro Botan. Fucking better than anyone in this chat at shooters. And then you put...
This is in the U.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, in the U.S., traditionally, yes, they were marketed towards boys, but like tracing it back in Japan, there are plenty of things to try and get girls into the gaming market, like back in like the 80s with,
Yeah.
like the Precura and like other stuff with the arcade, like the little machines that take like photos and you can edit them and stuff. That was a thing in Japan to try and get women into arcades.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like people only make video games for men. They want to make money. Women make up 50% of the population, so no, it's not just for a guy.
It's very much like, especially nowadays, there's a lot more video games for women within generals, right? There's a lot of like building simulator, cozy games, creature collector, things that would appeal to what people think women will like.
I mean, there's an entire archetype of woman around video games.
Mhm.
You know, the Sims girl.
Yeah.
Everyone in your life, you know a Sims girl.
I
Like,
dated a Sims girl.
Come on. Huh?
I dated a Sims girl.
You dated a Sims girl? There you go.
Yeah.
Like you have
She showed me
your
her
college-
Sims, and that she had every single DLC, and it spent like $1,300 on Sims in total, and I was like, this is a red flag, Yuland.
I would not say it's a red flag. There's plenty of people that kind of fit into gamer archetypes. I mean, think about how many guys there are that probably won't play a game you want unless there's a gun or a ball in it. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Well, at the time, I thought it was a red flag. I think it's less of a red flag now. Any of y'all
You know what
excited
was a
for
red
Silk?
flag to me?
What?
The other day when Noodles was like, I haven't played a lot of Helldivers. I'm like, oh, you haven't played a lot of Helldivers? That's okay. Noodles, you're a higher level than me. Noodles, I just checked your Steam. You have 300 hours in this game.
I don't think that's a
do you
red
mean?
flag. I do think that's fucking annoying when somebody's like, I barely play this game. 300 hours. I love Noodles, but I was definitely like, shut the fuck up, you dumb girl. You dumb bitch, when she was saying that. I know stereotypical girls. That's actually true. Look at this Glorpoid. Any of y'all excited for Silk Song? I'm about to bust of excitement. I didn't play Hollow Knight, so I'm excited for my friends that are excited. Listen, you can't use Yulin as an example. You need to actually try to be bad at video games. Generally before, but now that it's almost like eat or be eaten out there, even the girly pops are starting to see the appeal of video games, the single player, multiplayer. Why didn't you carry me around in a Baby Bjorn clipped? Yulin has big dick streamer money now. If you're gonna be a sexist piece of shit, stay at home and sit. Also, an adjustable harness would make most sense. Stay at home or not. What if mom does stay, but falls ill for a week and dad takes time off to help out? Well, so, kind of Zvi. But they were just like, even if only one parent is a stay at home, both of them wanted a baby harness. So, better than an adjustable one, get a perfectly sized one for both of them. Unless you're saying, why didn't the mother-in-law buy an adjustable one? Because she's a piece of shit, that's why. Big dick streamer money tired. I do not actually have big dick streamer money. Alright, I've been up too late. I'm going to sleep. Good night, Trogdor. Oh, hand. My hand freaked out for a moment there. Sleep well, Trogdor. Mwah. We're at 4.8. Wow, we didn't get to 5 from this video? Preach, what if people gain weight too? It's just smart.
Star Wars.
It doesn't matter. We have to cut it short
I
today.
know. I know. You have to cut it short though.
Ah. What if people gain weight too? It's just smart. Yeah. Yeah. Good night, Chog. Door hug, night, Chog. How did you escape the pool? You know, we could have seen a lot of trailers today. Targeted for female gamers, but no. Okay, good night. Just has to get one last one out. Okay, my walkie's done. Gonna sit and stretch before I go home. Good job today, Sappy. When studios try to produce games that have the female gamers casual enjoyers as target audience, it's male audience that usually play a ton of that game. Hi, Oni Mouse. Man, I really haven't been able to play
Oh, let me
automation
tell
much.
you.
Huh?
Oh no, I was gonna say, the first game I ever 100%ed was Hamtaro for the Game Boy. I tell you, that definitely I don't think is a game marketed towards boys.
One of my favorite games. Shut up, Cairo. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, okay? Stop. Don't talk. Literally, don't say anything.
My
Oh,
veins already bursting out of my head.
you know why? Have you noticed?
What?
It's fucking Suramar.
Oh no! I'm on my phone. I can't tell.
Mm.
I thought it was gonna be about the game you're gonna talk about.
No, it's Suramar that just started.
That's awesome.
The first game I 100%ed was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. However, I remember when I got way into Stardew Valley. Hi, Yuki. I woke up to someone vomiting next to me. How are you doing, Ewan? I hope your day picks up. That's awful. I remember when I got way into Stardew Valley, everybody was asking me, like, so who is it? And I was like, what? Who's your girlfriend? What? You're playing Stardew Valley. The only reason a guy would be playing that game is to play with their girlfriend. So, who's your new girlfriend? Only girls can like this game? They're like, I mean, you're not playing alone, are you? Yes, I am playing alone. Fucking loser. And it was like, what the fuck? Bro, this game rules.
It's the same thing when I said I was going to the Stardew Valley concert. They're like, "Oh, are you gay? Or are you like going with your girlfriend?"
Dude, it was brutal. Rar. Man, I really haven't been able to play automation much since I've got it. I've only got 7,600 hours in it. Boots up, automation, TCCTG. Elon just is a big dick streamer. Money comes later. Wait, this video is almost over? Yay, the song is getting on my nerves. See, I get to see all the swimsuits and bikinis I want at any time. Oh, good night, people, and good night, Elder. Hamtaro love. Woke up to someone, as I say, many such cases. Stardew. Hi, Yuki. The shots. Man, I fucking loved Rune Factory. It'll pick up for one reason. Night Rain. It is the Night Rain day, isn't it? Everybody's gonna go fucking crazy with that game later. Hi, Yuki. Hi. We're at 4.9. We're gonna get, like, nowhere in this video. I fucking get 24 hours in the first
I'd
one.
never play Fortnite, and then they play Night Rain.
I never thought I would play a Battle Royale. And then Plunderstorm came out. And it was like, damn, all it took to break me was a fucking Coat of Paint themed World of Warcraft. Shit. My will is weak.
It's a fun genre.
It is. It's difficult to build. And I'm so unfamiliar with Battle Royales, I probably don't even recognize what makes the best ones. I hate Battle Royale games that reward being a rat. And that Victory of Round game 100% rewarded being a fucking rat. Rune Factory is basically the prequel to Stardew, lol. Oh, okay. For me, Gana, I was planning, I'd watched my friends play a lot of Stardew. They'd stream it, they'd do a new playthrough. I'd watch Koyo play it a lot, and he would go fishing. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like a collab playthrough with them. But I get really frustrated when I don't understand what other people are doing. So I'm gonna do a solo run. Just a little bit. I'll play like 10 hours, learn the game, learn the systems, and then, you know, I'll stop. Well, I had so much fun, I played like 200 hours of Stardew Valley. And, you know, I didn't do perfection or anything, but I went like 3 or 4 years of game time into it.
That's pretty good.
5 miles. I had gone to Ginger Island. And at this point, I was like, hey guys, I went a little far. I shouldn't have done as much as I did. But, you know, I got to Ginger Island, and so I felt like that was a good stopping point. I haven't done anything of Ginger Island yet. So when we do our playthrough together, I won't know anything about that. And all 5 people in the group call with me were like, what the fuck is Ginger Island? And it was like, oh shit, I am now the person who knows the most about Stardew Valley. Oh no. The only thing I can remember of Fortnite is when a guy gets grazed by a bullet. They then proceed to build a 10-story building. Wait, since when do I need to log in? When I went to look at Twitter, otherwise known as X replies? Always, I think. Why would you not have to log in to see replies on your account? What? Or I guess just public replies. Like always. What was the name of that game you just mentioned, Yuli? I missed it. Stardew Valley? Or a different one? Myco Punk was the one that CheerCon sent me the trailer for like half an hour ago. Like always, nice listing all these games on my...
That come up during trailers?
So somebody it's got a free demo right now. And somebody was like, you should play this. It's like Risk of Rain. I was like, okay. Listing all these games on my trusty book for later. You can't see most things on Twitter without logging in. Cuties, hi Dino Zoomies. You'll be hot out this week. The fuck is a Ginger Island? A Ginger Island is an island in Stardew Valley. Hi Dore. Wasn't like that before becoming X. It actually became such a hassle. Stardew Valley. I made an account to enter a giveaway and got banned the next day. So I've never had an account for Twitter. It's super annoying. Second to Pinterest. I have one of the funniest Pinterest stories. For now, let me change my outfit. I'm gonna go put on my PJ. It is so annoying, guys, that I cannot see my activity feed in OBS. I'm actually like kind of worried about it. I switched avatars. I didn't actually twist my trackers. I was like, that looks like it's in a weird spot. You know what's gonna piss me off? We end early. Because the appraisal person is coming. And then they cancel. I'm actually gonna cry if that happens. And it is 100% happened for. Oh god, I remember last year. It was a friend of my parents who was like, they were going to do not an appraisal, but something for us. And shit, now I'm thinking about it, it's probably gonna be the same fucking person. And they canceled like 2 days in a row. So there was like 2 days of I end stream for this person to come by, and then they just don't come. And then the 3rd day they finally did. And I was losing my shit at it. I was like genuinely getting mad and like getting really upset about it. And my parents were like, oh yeah, it's a friend of ours. They're doing us a big favor by doing this. And, you know, they offered to do it for free. And I'm like, Man, don't fucking... Okay. Well, now I feel bad complaining about it. Okay,
Oh, Yulin,
that's me.
what is the plan for Tales today? Do we have a plan, or are we just balling?
We're just ballin'. Send me the guide that you found that was showing that dungeon. There was like 1 or 2 other dungeons we could do, right? There's the one we can't because we missed it, but there was one more we could, right?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I turned my computer off. Then save it.
Well, I've got plenty of fucking time today, so, if
Okay.
you remember how you found that guide.
I think I literally was just Googling.
I kept getting GameFAQs guides. It's like, okay, you leave Zaphius, do this. You get to Halure, do this. And I was like, I don't want a guide like this.
You do like the minus on Google.
Minus GameFAQs?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's part of the search function. If you put minus in front of something, it'll show results without that.
Yeah. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh god, I was not even close to muting. What's a world we can go to?
Please don't kill me. Can I come?
The one I had selected was PC only. Nice all with that.
Yulin's trying to shut me out.
No, I was like, oh, this one's perfect for 2 people. This'll be great.
Is Haxie not here?
Haxie went to shower and is not on right now. We'll go to this one. This one's nice for a
Okay.
small amount of people. Now, it is probably a blast from the past for you.
Oh, yeah.
Um. I sniffled a bunch. Oh, I'm way behind on chat. Gotta take this off. Wait, since when do I need to log in? Like always. Cities, it do be hot out this week. Fuck is Ginger Island. It wasn't like that before becoming X, Stardew Valley. I made an account to enter a giveaway. Oh, feeling so dark here. Yeah. I lie. According to South Park, a Ginger Island is the island all the soulless redheads are banished to. Right, sorry, South Park joke. That's all good. You can see the activity feed on D's. Alright. Why is it blank, Safi? I'm not seeing anything there. I think you said it was like a WoW repaint, but I may have misheard and it was a WoW repaint of other game here. It might have been Mycopunk. The game I was talking about was Plunderstorm, which was a game mode in World of Warcraft. It was their Battle Royale game mode, which is not active right now, but it comes back now and then. Just got a right controller, low battery message. My fave is we'll be there at 9. They arrive at noon or after. Tragic when they don't come. Plunderstorm, I don't know what that is. You can't even forget a password account on X. Now, if you have access to the email address you put there, and said they want you to guess the @ of the Twitter account, X account. I don't remember. The mode in WoW called Plunderstorm. I don't remember it since the @ is almost like someone bashed their skull into the keyboard. I don't understand what that means. Oh. Hi, Kana. Bless you. Thank you. Oh, bless you. Hey, clip that sneeze. No, rare Yulin sneeze. Hi, my love. I love. Oh my god, everybody's popping in as I'm about to end. Website usually have the forget password button, which lets you recover the account you forget the password to. I found a really good Skyrim Whiterun map, but it's 800 megabytes. I have found the same map, Logitech. I was like, dude, this is perfect. I love this. I have no frames here, so we haven't gone there. I can probably handle it with the new computer. We'll see. Yolanda after walking. Sneeze merch wins. Shut up. Twitter doesn't. It has, but instead of being direct about it, they want you to guess the @ of the Twitter account first before proceeding. Yay, love your greetings. Because nobody interacts. Can't even access my Twitter account anymore because I can't remember that. Something in Stellar Sail is instantly crashing mobile. Tried 5 times. Stellar Sail. I would say I'll find a different one. I'll find a different one. No, not this. This one. Try this one, Cairo. Hi, Sweet Bean. So you need to enter your username, I see. Nana, go chill in an RO map. I need some Ragnarok map. I need a few that would be good to do stretches in Safi. I haven't gone looking through all of them. What I really should do is just say, Safi, pick your 3 favorite Ragnarok maps and give them to me. Ugh. I stopped walking and my nose is like being really annoying. But that's okay. I'm prepared for it. Ugh. Ugh. Started keeping tissues by my streaming setup specifically for these moments. Ugh. Where's the music? Quiet. It's the perfect time to farm the Yuland after walk sneeze merch. What even is that? What is after walk sneeze merch? I love this map. I love hanging out on this map after a walk. But it's like it's so small that if I have a lot of people here with me, we just cannot come here. Especially if I have like Kyle doesn't fit here. Kyle just doesn't fit in this map. Congrats on your 3rd walk, Lint. 3rd walk? What's the joke here?
Oh. I'll grow up.
Yeah, grow up a bit. Oh, grow up. I didn't drop it in dirt.
I didn't drop it in dirt. Grow up.
I thought you were going to time it with that, but then you just didn't.
Dude, okay, it's the radio menu's hard on mobile. Fuck off.
I figured that's what it was.
How the fuck do I do this?
Plunderstorm, thank you all for trying to tell me. I got distracted. Making card tweaks and automation? Basically, yeah. And I forgot my username because I usually use my email. Okay, you're a little big now. Nah, you're fine there. You're perfect there. Ragnarok memories, lasagna, cut it off. Hi, doll. Oh my god. My nose just feels like it's fucking full. 1 second. Where's my mute?
You guys hear that? Yulin's so full for you, chat.
Alright. You can shrink down again. I'm tired of seeing you. Cut it off. Hi, Freya, darling. Congrats on your 3rd walk, then. After walk sneeze is clearly after you walk through sneeze and bow all the sweat off of you. What? Dude, my nose. What is happening? Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. Who's the closest person that I can stab? I'm so mad about my allergies right now.
I'm like Luffy, you can't hurt me. I'll bounce back.
Miss Frey, Techno.
What were we talking about?
I'm just catching up on chat.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened with Stellar Sail. Like, it said processing, and then it would just go, VR chat mobile has stopped working.
I saw that you
close to my,
joined
home
like
screen.
3 times. I was like, uh-oh.
No, I tried like 5 or 6 times. But I saw when I opened your stream to say that, I saw it only said 3. I'm like, no, I definitely tried more than that.
I think they want to bottle your nose torpedoes from the sneezes. I think I just gagged a little Kana. Healing before walk,
That's
yawning after
gross.
walk, sneezes. There's no joke. I just like the number 3. Okay. Mofam and Kumi wouldn't fit here. My mom makes no fucking room. I don't know. I think you could get some good thrusting if you angle yourselves right. Hang on. Hi, hun. The sneeze tissues can be auctioned at a high price for real. For real. Please, no. There's VR chat on mobile? Yes. They look like a squishmallow. Okay, I head home now. I'll be back in time to DM Yuli so he can't nap. We don't get a nap today, Safi. Also, I'm sure the tissues are just there for your sneezing. Yes, there's something else for the other thing. Oh, VR chat on mobile. Are we for reeling? Yes. Yeah, mobile VR chat. It's not great, but it works. Pyro just like, yeah. No fucking shot what? It may not work well, but it's a big thing. How the hell am I only hearing it today? It's not like super advertised, and it's literally just like, this is a thing that like you can do. We've seen Freya use it, we've seen Cairo use it. And both of them have been like, oh my god, this thing fucking sucks. I just want to be on PC. It works.
I mean, it's really cool.
It's cool that it exists. It's cool that, you know, Pyro can be at his job and be like, it's a slow day. I can get on in mobile and, you know, talk. I would hope nobody's playing it as, like, their main way of being on VR chat, because that sounds miserable. Just can't use the models you want. Please don't say a jar. Please don't say a jar. Please
Well, I mean,
don't
that's the
say a
same
jar.
with Quest. That's not just a phone thing. That's like if you're on Quest only platform,
Yeah.
I would not be able to use like half my avatar. Well, not half.
All.
Any of them. any of them.
What's happening, Sneeze merch? I'm scared. I'm also scared. What the hell is Sneeze merch? Oh my god, I can't be the abhorrently laggy kid. I can be the abhorrently laggy kid in VR. I'm gonna sneeze again. The last 3 minutes has just been like, I feel like I need to sneeze.
I mean, if anyone in desktop is like, "Oh, I can't play VR chat. I'm only getting like 20 frames." Let me tell you a little something. Most people playing it in VR are getting 20 frames.
I have 45 right now, and there's just me in this
'Cause it's
world
just me
and
and you.
Cairo. When I go to a big world, I'm sitting at 25, and it's
That's
noticeable.
decent.
25 with a big world is
you
very
know?
good. I'm very happy with the piece.
Yep.
I get 40 in most worlds.
And that just shows you how we're conditioned in the wrong way.
yeah. Yeah. Can't just use the models you want. Yep. Oh my god, I can be the horribly like RP going crazy now. Get 40 in most worlds. I had 20 frames until this weekend. New CPU, let's go. Can't wait for the weekend to stress test it. I'm excited for tonight. Hi Leon.
You'll
Damn,
have, like, the second
25.
best CPU for VR. No.
25 FPS in VR is brutal.
Commercial CPU.
I think 25 is really good. I think 25 is like, you're fucking killing it if you have 25. I'm very excited for tonight with Tails. Don't take this the wrong way, Cairo. I am very excited for tomorrow with VR chat with Victory of Round. I just want to play more Victory of Round. That game was so fun. I want to sound like I have half my brain.
Oh
eaten by
shit! I
worms.
want to join
Oh my
for
God.
that.
I think we're gonna start with it. So Core Night is gonna start with that. I'm very eager to
Okay.
get that going.
What if
No,
I do Monster Hunter, and you do Monster Hunter with me,
on Friday.
and then we just go to that?
Okay,
We
I'm not
just
against
raid in
that.
the core.
Sure.
And maybe if we run out of stuff to do in Monster Hunter beforehand, me and you try a Dark Tide mission or two.
You lost me with that one. No,
God.
dude, I have so much to do in
So
Monster Hunter.
close.
We're not gonna run out of stuff to do.
You have way too much, don't you?
I have a wish list of like 5 pages of just stuff.
Have you finished all the quests?
No, I haven't.
What?
That's
That's cray girl.
Dude, it's like I do them solo. It's like, wow, I really only want to play this game with people.
I did mine solo.
Yeah, that's
You saying something about me, huh? What, is it sad, huh? Say it.
It's sad, okay? It's fucking sad. When I play Monster Hunter, I want to play with people. The first online game I played was
I know
Killing
life
Floor
the
2.
game, I'll admit.
And I played 400 plus ping. My first online game would have been Diablo 2. And I definitely no lifed it. I don't know what my hours are in that game, but I'm willing to bet they're over 1,000. You get frames, dang dude, lucky, Keck W, JK. Victory of Round is peak. The more you talk about Victory of Round, the more I want to play LOL. It's so good, Victory of Round. Good. Putting it on the list. It's a map in VR chat. If you have like 5 friends or, you know, a full lobby of it, it is a fun hour of Battle Royale VR chat game. It is very silly. It's a roguelike Battle Royale. And it's got customizable settings, so, you know, you can make it go shorter or longer. It is neat. Man, I haven't played Darktide in so long. Ain't Darktide getting a new character? Victory Round is a deck builder Battle Royale.
Yeah, Darktide's been updated so much. Like, I haven't played it in like a year, and I've been playing with friends, and I'm like, I've never played this map, or this mission, or that one. Wait, hold on, they changed all my talents. What the hell?
See,
Wait, this is a shop now?
I was laughing earlier when you were like, well, how much of it do you remember? You know, maybe, you know, the stuff you didn't like has changed. And I was in there like, I was so new to it, there wasn't systems that I knew about that have changed, right? Like, getting weapons was like, oh, you did a mission, you got some guns, cool, let's try these
You
out
got
and
an
see how they
Emperor's
fire.
Gift. Yippee!
Mm-hmm. Only I had friends who
No,
play that.
Ewan, you need to get
Go to Public Slopner.
the Zealot. You get the most fun weapon. Actually, it's a Yulin weapon too. You get a hammer that you charge with electricity, and it hits probably the hardest out of anything in the game. It's literally a two-handed hammer that hits like a truck, and guys will ragdoll across the screen when you hit them with it. Or you just split a guy in half. Like the big Ogren guys that you fight, if you hit them with that hammer hard enough, they'll just explode into 2 pieces.
Oh god.
Like in the middle.
Jesus.
Well,
if
you
didn't-
said you like the big, slow, heavy things, right?
I do. Well, sometimes I do. Not always. In a game like that, I don't know if I will. In PvE, I definitely like slow, heavy, juggernaut play styles.
It is a PvE game.
Yeah.
You goober.
I don't know. It's also, it feels like a fast-paced, like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see. There's a few different play
It's one of
styles
those
I
things
like.
where it's
I don't know what decides, oh, I like playing this play style in this game.
yeah.
In,
Well, yeah, no. That's the thing for me is that I know nothing about Warhammer at all.
Mhm.
So I come in because I played Vermintide before Darktide, and I came in like a goober. I'm like, I don't know which guy do I play, and people are like, do you want to smack things or this or that? Literally, I played Vermintide. I'm like, I want to be a dwarf because he's like shorter than everyone else, and I think that's funny.
And
And I
I
have plenty
don't
of friends who
know-
did the same thing with Ogren.
what makes a game decide what playstyle I want to do. Sometimes I really like the summoner playstyle, and I'm just like, minions go. Sometimes I really like haste playstyles, where it's like, I want things that shoot so fast they almost become a beam cannon. And sometimes I like the really big, heavy hits, like in Tales games. I really like the big two-hander characters. I don't know what decides what makes me want to play which in a game. Oh hell yeah, I'm going to be that one laggy teammate on mobile and Victory of Round. We'll see if it supports mobile, Red Panda. It might not. I haven't played in a year or two, LO. Was grinding the fuck out at endgame until I got burnt out. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say I think it is Quest World, but you're definitely not gonna be having fun in a shooter on VR Chat Mobile.
Real
It is
last
good
played.
for applications like this where I can walk up and be a static little object that talks into Yulin's ear, but
Yeah.
not really much else other than that.
Last played October 20, 2023. Belt is peak, just charge into a mob and parry and swing everything. I still need to play Darktide. I got it in a Humble Bumble. The Public Psycho. Funny thing, new class gets a dog, so there's your summon. New class gets a dog?
Yeah, there's gonna be a new class that has like a Robo Dog in Darktide.
Why don't you fucking lead with that, Cairo?
Oh, is that cool?
That's cool. Summoner class?
Okay, yeah.
I'm literally sitting here like, I
Yeah,
like
pretty
playing with
much.
Summoner sometimes. And you're like,
Oh yeah, no. Here, you know what? I'll send you the trailer. I'll give it to you so you can put it in trailers for tomorrow.
okay. Oh, well, for me, I
'Cause
always
it's like
go
the
for
first
gunners
new
if there's
character
any.
since the game
Yes,
launched.
freedom.
It-
Mm.
Because they've kind of just been reworking the game over and over and over. And they finally hit like a state where all the players are like, we like the game like this. After like 3 years or however long it's been
That's
out.
so funny.
now they're like starting to add, now they're starting to focus on adding new content.
Mhm. Oh shit, the Fetch Me Their Souls class. I need to end. We're 10 minutes over. That's so
you know
funny to me.
what?
Why did
Whoever
you
said
fucking
that-
lead with that?
Whoever said that, I appreciate you. You don't know what the Fetch Me Their Souls means, but that's a Call of Duty Zombies reference whenever
Red
a dog
Panda
round
said it.
starts.
Hobbit was the one that said they're the dog class. I'm gonna raid out. Ugh.
Okay.
Can I stop the car? No. You can only stop the car sometimes when you're not in a tunnel. Okay, maybe I don't wait for the car to stop. Maybe I just show you what this here looks like. Would you guys sleep in a car like this? I fucking would.
Yeah.
Would I live in this?
I would
No. I need my VR space now, but
No, that's the problem. I always like see those van life videos. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool. But I'm already too invested in VR to ever even consider this as a possibility. For me.
Yep. Yep. I was looking at tiny homes, I was looking at all that stuff, and then VR happened. We have an easy target today. We are going to Miss Jockey. Thank you for
What you
socials.
playing?
Supermarket.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching her play that sometimes.
She's gonna be beating people with an electric stick. Love, comfy, hug, wow, Pat. Thanks for streaming, I would. Thanks for streamies. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 5 miles. We gotta cut it a little short. There's no nap today because of the appraisal. Had a lot of fun today. And we'll be playing Tales of Vesperia later tonight on Cairo Street. Where is my mouse? Where actually is my mouse? There it is. That said, I love you. Bye.